Take that off.
Boop. And we are live. What's up, y'all?
What up?
What's
What up?
up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? So we gonna see what's what in a minute. What up? What up? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna do that real quick. Do this real quick. Pop out that real quick. Pop out the chi chat. Get back over here. We're gonna do year in review, y'all, in a minute. So I see 4 people up in here. We're gonna give everybody a little bit of time to hop in. We waiting on hopefully Dale should be coming. So should LJ, I believe. I'm not for sure if Real's gonna come or not. I don't know if who else we waiting on? Waiting on Real. Well, I don't know if Real's gonna come.
Rose gonna join us.
Huh?
Rose gonna join us.
I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know. I don't know if she is or not.
Rose coming through.
You said who? I don't know. I think J Mac putting it back to see if Rose was coming or not, but I didn't hear anything. I'm waiting to see if J Mac, you gonna you know all that loudness you got going on over there.
Sound like a lot of windows crashing.
Don't it?
No, it's not crashing. Just
You closing them out?
Well, some of they close out. I'm just getting some notifications from somewhere else.
Oh, all right. I feel you.
Hold on.
I feel you.
Hold on, y'all. I'm doing some other
stuff. Everybody's starting to hop in. Good to see you.
Oh, okay. I'm giving everybody time to try to hop in here.
What's good? How y'all doing out there? Where the ops at?
You said where who at?
For the ops.
What you mean the op tech? What you talking about?
Where the opposition?
What opposition?
Man, you know it be having trolls coming through, man. Come on now. Yeah, acting brand new right now, man.
Oh, you know they there. They sitting back trying to see if it's about them or not when it never is.
Hold on, y'all.
What's up, Andy Large? Jimmy Denton?
Everybody want to like as soon as I hop on, everybody want to be like, let me see what's going on with Bo. Like, really?
It happens, man. You know, that's a good thing, man. It means you're a busy man.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I guess. What's up, Josh? What's good with you? So, like I said, we're gonna give some other DST members time to try to hop on. Hopefully they do hop on. If not, we gonna get into the show, y'all. That we is. So that we is. What's up, Chicago BR? What's up, Donald? What's up, Donald Lee Nice? What's up, Technology King? What's good with you? What's up, Leroy Lewis? What's good? What's good? Phantom, what's good? What's good? What's good?
What's happening?
Nitchy in the building. What's up, Retro?
What's up, Alexander Felder?
What's good? What's good? What's up? Who else up in here? TRW, what's good with you? Andy Large in the building. Who else? I'm make sure I ain't missing nobody. I said something to Josh. What's up, David? Watson, what's good? What's good? Let me see who else is up in here. Who else is up in here? What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy in the building. What's up, Urban? Urban Geeks in the building. Alexander Fielder in the building. What's up, Alexander? What's good with you? So as y'all coming in, y'all hit that like button. Everybody know that they will know I'm live. Like I said, this is gonna be our year-end show. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what we like, what we didn't like. Hopefully LJ gets in here. Hopefully Dale gets in, say his little what he liked about the year and what he didn't like about the year. We got Tech up in here. We got J Mac up in here, and then of course myself. And then we're gonna talk about 2020. We're gonna talk about 2020. So we won't be doing those shows going into the year. So I don't know about if Doug gonna do it on Friday or not, but I know for sure that we're gonna speak on the 2020. I hit Dale up earlier. I haven't got a reply back, so hopefully he realized I'm live, and then hopefully he kicks in. So we will see though. What's up, Rich little poor boy? What's good with you? What's good with you? And then after DST do they talking, y'all, we're gonna put the link out there as well. And then we're gonna see what y'all liked about 2020, what y'all didn't like about 2020. What do y'all look for us as a community? What y'all think that some of the stuff we should do? some stuff y'all think that we shouldn't do. So I'm like, okay, so we gonna see. You finna go already, Rich? I think he's saying it's gonna be a good night. I believe that's what Rich is trying to say, y'all. I believe
it means exactly what it means. Good night.
Man, dude, man, what is this? Really? J-Mac, go ahead and talk.
Oh wow, they coming like at you like that? You see how my dude? He's such a pimp.
Sound like he got you a little bit just now.
He got him calling.
Sound like he pimped you a little bit just now. J-Mac, go ahead and talk.
Right, that part right there.
My business though.
We ain't in that stable with him. What to go? Oh, but Britt said no, not leaving. Yeah, it's gonna be a good evening, and like you said, we just want to go over, so good things that we saw this year. A couple of troubling things. We don't let the trouble bother us. It's just things that we notice and getting through it. Hopefully everybody had a good year, even though we had things like the COVID, other situation that came out about in the public that's affecting a lot of us. The main thing is, like, this show is, like you said, a year in review. It's not for children. All the boys and girls should go to bed. If things you don't like or what you hear you don't like, hey, you can always tune us out and come back and enjoy us at another time. But we're just going over some simple stuff that we saw and we liked. This is not to put anybody down or nothing like that. It's not to discredit anybody. It's not to put sparks out there where there be other subliminal shows coming up like that, because I guarantee you there'll probably be some copycat shows after this, but that's a good thing because that gives everybody a chance to do their own year review, which they should have already done. But I guess being DST who we are, we have family and we notice things. So we, this is what we like to do. We just like to talk to y'all. So
really, man, I'm not answering my phone for nobody else. Like, dude, really? Like, man.
And if you think this show is about you, don't think that. I hate when people tune in and they sit in the background and they hear certain stuff. Why they talk about me? Why they talk about us? You necessarily don't know if we're talking about you unless we actually say what? Your name. If your name is said, then yeah, we point you out. If we just talking and joking, if you take it to heart, then you take it to heart because maybe it does apply to you, but we wasn't meaning it to apply to you. That's how you'd be thinking. So sit back and enjoy. What's your take, Tech?
I just feel like, man, I mean, as far as like the end of the review, a lot of YouTubers probably planned on doing it on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day or whatever. So yeah, other people probably had it already planned. I mean, it is what it is. As far as like which way the show goes, I mean, hey man, it's just opinions.
I agree.
So
I agree. It just all depends. So, and then Alexander, okay, that's what's up. Let me know. Rich said, okay, I went there. Okay, I went there. What's up, Miss Mesquite? How you doing, Miss Mesquite? Turner IUD. GoPro says that they'll come on this show naked.
I think that's what he's saving. That's why he ain't talked to us all day. He got a plan.
Yeah, Dale got something going on, y'all, because we haven't heard from him, so we don't know what's going on. Okay, let me see. Tech man, how you fry turkey legs? Haven't had one in a while. Okay, yeah, Rich. I figured you were just saying it's gonna be a good night. So I figured that's what you were saying, Rich. It says we all heard him for sure. Yep, that's true. That's true. Jay Nix in the building. What's good with you? What's up, J Mac? What's good with you? Look, J Mac. Look like which J Mac?
No, it's a old time 0929. What's up, Jake?
Yeah, that's J Mac.
What's up, bro? What do you say? Looking here with his black smoke moan beer preaching.
Who you, J Mac?
He can't be talking about you. You the one that got the black beard.
Huh, bro?
I wasn't talking. You was the only one. You and Tech was talking.
Huh, bro, my beard ain't black.
Mine ain't black, but I wasn't talking though. Y'all was the one talking.
You do got a little salt and pepper right there, Jim, man.
You said what now?
What's up, Miss Gina?
You do have a little salt and pepper right there.
Oh, I'll take the salt and pepper. Well, you say if you think they talking about you, I'll let you know.
Yeah, GoPro gonna let you know. GoPro, everybody gonna let you know we talk about you. GoPro gonna let you know. So we gonna
You got that going for you.
oh, man, dude, man, what? This right here, boy. What's funny is I boy, funny, J Mac. This is funny. I done had like 4 people hit me up already, and I'm like, dude, what the problem is? What the problem is?
Watch this, Tech. Are they trying to set up something for New Year's?
Oh man, it's customers, and I'm like, dude, for real?
Well, you better pop some blue chews, boy. You look like you gonna have a busy weekend.
That part.
Drink a lot of water too, bro. Like
you know what? Both of y'all,
hydrated.
I'm not going nowhere. My son is here. I'm chilling with my son, going into the new year, and then my car is in the shop, so I definitely ain't going nowhere. So how about that?
Y'all don't have
that don't mean they can't come get you.
Man, like I said, my son is here, and I'm chilling with my son.
Okay.
Man. I gotta go put it on Carabells in the front room and give him some popcorn. Shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, watch Carabells. Here's some popcorn for you.
Goodness, man. God, man. Y'all gotta excuse me, y'all. I'm usually not even easily irritated, but it's like, dude, like, come on, man.
Take your phone and put it to the side. Let's get it on.
It's the same person, bro.
Gee, my knee.
Gee, well.
DVD, what are you talking about? You giving away gifts tonight too?
Who?
DVD King said, "Who am I getting tonight?" I think he forgot to give somebody his gift for Christmas.
Oh, shut up, man. Christmas over with, man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy, bro. Bro, y'all just don't know how relieved I be when Christmas be over, bro. You know, not because I stressed about it, bro, but my wife, bro, like Christmas, like she big on making sure everybody get presents and stuff, and what type of presents and stuff like that. Not me, bro. I'm like, if I give it to you, be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, think about it. You celebrate for adults, as we know. You celebrate Christmas for what it actually means. Giving gifts is good, but to me, in my personal opinion, I like to see the kids open their gifts at Christmas time. You know, that's an excitement for me to see my grandkids.
Like, it's a little different, man, because we got 3 in college this year. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, you know, what to get the kids or whatever. And like my wife, like her philosophy is like get them like 3 to 4 small gifts and then 1 big expensive gift. Like that's always been our philosophy, you know, for the kids when they was younger. And I told my wife, I was like, man, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going out there and buy iPhones and all of that and stuff this year for those kids. I said, man, them kids in college, they got jobs and we send them money all year long. Cash out every other week. Paying rent and all of that, man. Man, we taking care of 3 houses, man. 3 households.
Right. What's up, Quentin?
What's up, Quentin? What's good with you? What's up with you, Quentin? What's up, Thomas? Good.
GoPro said, if I give it to you, be grateful.
Burn. So again, y'all, we gonna get into it. We're gonna get into some of the I guess we probably can do it like in sections as far as like some of the stuff that we like for the year. I'm gonna ask y'all. Y'all want to talk about the good? Y'all want to talk about the bad? Y'all just want to talk about stuff just in general. What's up, Trev? What's good with you? Or y'all want to go individually and talk about what y'all like or how y'all want to do it?
We can go in general. That way we don't get stuck on one subject. Okay.
So Tech, since you at the, I don't want to say that, but since you below us, then we gonna
say
it. You put mud on my name since I'm below them. Since I'm at the bottom of my
Just think, he getting all those phone calls from they, right? So you know how some guys be like, you know, I got my main, I got my bottom. He trying to say you the bottom.
Yeah, bro. You put mud on my name just now since I'm at the bottom.
Look, I was trying to figure out how to say it.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate the thought you put into it.
I
much rather you would have said since you at the bottom, but you said since you below us.
Well, you is. Right now you below us, Tech.
You beneath me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather he would have said since you at the bottom. He said since you below us. Super lower.
He was sensitive.
But all right, but what you want me to do, Bo?
What he should have said was, since you in the same position as DVD, I'll let you go first.
Oh.
DVD below everybody.
Hey, y'all starting already. Hey, that ain't DVD. That's
if there's ever a house fire, DVD gonna be the only one to survive. Know why?
Right.
Look,
Smoke is up here.
Is that people really don't die for burn wounds from fires. It's smoke inhalation. You know, they inhale the smoke, and we all know that whenever a house catches on fire, the person who can get lowest to the ground can't survive because smoke rises. So DVD, he always gonna survive a house fire, bro. But,
hey, D, you know I love you, bro. I had to get that in, DVD. I had to get that in. I love you, bro.
Look, Dale said he just got home. He gonna jump on in a minute.
All right.
Y'all want to roll with this right here? Miss Jenny said
that?
talk about the bad first and then end with the good. Y'all wanna do it that way?
I mean, to me, you can do it that way. But if I'm kicking it off, I'm gonna let you know, bro. It's been a lot of bad 2020.
So Tech, what you say? We gonna be here for a minute talking.
We're gonna be here for get the good. Hey, the good. I had a grandbaby this year. You know.
So what? You wanna go back and forth then?
Yeah, let's go back and forth because as we talk about the bad, maybe I remember some good, but it's been a lot of bad this year, bro. For me, I can't speak for everybody else. I had some good financially. I had some good, but like life wise, there's been a lot of bad, man.
Okay, so we'll do that, and then I'm gonna watch the chat a lot myself. I'm gonna talk, y'all. I'm gonna talk. I promise. I'm gonna talk, but I'm gonna check the chat as well. And the way the format's gonna go, once Dale get in here, of course I'll have room for 10 people to actually hop in, hop out, however it may go. But I do want to make sure all DST members are in here first, and then when they in here, then when other YouTuber or anybody else that wants to hop in throughout the conversation, I will put the link out there for you or the end users to come in. As of right now, I'm just basically going with DST. That's what they asked for. We're gonna do that, and then we'll start bringing everybody else in. Y'all cool with that? Yeah, no, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cool.
Okay. All right. So once they'll get in here, DVD, everybody else that's looking for a link or want to hop on and actually give how they 2020 went. Hey, you guys are more than welcome. But like I said, give Dale time to get in here. See if I'm trying to figure out if LJ coming in. I'm trying to figure out if other people coming in, and then we'll actually go at it from there. So go ahead, Tech, before I interrupt you.
I just was saying, like, it's been a lot of bad, but it's been some good. Like, I guess I started off with the good, and we could bounce back and forth. Like I said, I had a grandbaby. That was good. But surprising, unexpected. Baby girl, and she was born, premature. So we were a little worried about her weight. But man, look at her now. I was like, look at my little fat so. So she's doing good, man. She healthy.
Which is good.
Yeah, well, it's a blessing. But one of the things I try to tell my son is that you're in school, the baby mama in school, y'all young, and y'all no longer together. So it's gonna take some work, man.
Oh, yeah. It always take work when you having a baby and you're not with the person you're with.
Yeah.
So that will happen. It's gonna be like Tech. You gave some good advice. It's gonna be some work. So you're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have attitudes. You're gonna have all kind of stuff going on when it comes to the baby.
Yeah, and like I said, he got another little girlfriend, and it's like, hey, son, anything you do gonna look like to the baby mama, like you putting anything and anybody else before your baby. For the rest of your life, that's how it's gonna be. So you got to create that balance, man. So like I said, man, that was good, man. So far they've been working things out. As a father, it's my job to prepare him for the future. they had the little bumps in the road. And like I told my son, I was like, look, this is my first grandchild. And I come from a big family. The way that I was raised, man, is that, you know, because she's the mother of my grandchild, man, she's family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I feel like if she got a need, my grandbaby got a need.
Right.
If her car broke, how much it costs to get fixed? Because my grandbaby got to get back and forth to the doctor.
Right.
Like I told him, I was like, yeah, you got another little girlfriend or whatever, but she ain't got no children for you. You know, so if it come down to, you know, your girlfriend or your baby mama, I'm rolling with the baby mama because she got to be right for my grandbaby.
Right.
Right.
Right. Which is understandable.
So that's like the most exciting part of 2020 for me. Financially, man, it was good because roll the tape back, man. When, you know, when COVID first, before COVID was even an issue, I did a live show. I was like, I predicted that. I was like, bro, look, I think lockdown's about to start happening. If you got like an IPTV service or you got like a Plex that you sell or a VOD that you sell, I was like, hey, this is the time to get your hot spots out and all of that, bro. Look, just go search my videos, man. The evidence is there. I predicted it, and guess what happened? Sure enough, took off. Hey, it took off so well that AT&T started canceling people because the consumption of data was overwhelming them. You know what I'm saying? And so right now, AT&T cutting off like a lot of unlimited plans, bro. And we went through like a couple of stages, 2 or 3 stages where AT&T was doing away with plans, and I was finding a workaround and putting videos out or whatever. But what I said was, man, catch the wave while it's there. Man, people make a lot of money. Hey, I know a company that I was working with, profit $35K a month. And they wasn't the biggest fish in the tank. If there was the person I was working with, the biggest fish in the tank is probably making way more than that, you know. So financially, man, it's been good, man. I think I made the most money this year, 2020. But I like I hear your boy say on YouTube, COVID proof than what I made probably in my life, man. Y'all want me to keep talking while y'all on mute? I can do this all night.
Listen, that's because I was trying to make sure J Mac was mute because when you start talking, I started hearing the echo. So J Mac, I'm gonna mute myself too. I don't know if Tech need to mute himself, but I'm gonna mute myself.
You don't have to mute yourself. We good. I'd say one of the good things about, and I have to more or less back up and not trying to trail Tech, but seeing my granddaughter grow up. She'll be 3 next month. I ain't seen her going from saying, you know, repeating her little words to now she's forming full sentences. She's alert to everything. This Christmas more or less was for her. I love that she was able to have Christmas at each of everybody's house who's a part of her life. And that's a good thing. My significant other, her 5th grandchild. She had a grandchild that was born Christmas Eve. So that was a blessing in itself. So we was with the baby Christmas night. She had the baby the majority of the weekend. So things are looking up as far as family sprouts and family grows. One of the good things I see about 2020 is even with a pandemic, people can aspire to do great things. Yes, it's tragic that a lot of people have suffered. A lot of people you may know, close family, friends, co-workers have passed away from it. And we're never going to forget that. You know, those people are always going to be a part of our lives, but you also keep living and persevere to get through this. And hopefully, not saying hopefully this will pass, but hopefully it'll get to the point where it's not going to be as bad as it has been so far this year. And I keep hearing in the news, there's a different strain that's mutated, and
here, United States today had the first case in Colorado.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why people are surprised, because with any type of disease, there's always going to see something that mutates off of it and forms itself. So hopefully we can deal with that. I give big ups to a lot of women that I've seen that have persevered this year through a lot of things, from let's say my mom to other women in my life here in my family, to a woman who has become the first woman in line who could be the next president of the United States. You see a lot of female athletes who have persevered, and I like that. I like to see the growth of all athletes, but you have some women this year who really have been turning out. So that was a good thing to see. So we hope that for good and better things. I kind of cringe when I hear people say, let's get 2020 over with. 2020 was this, 2020 was that. But if you believe, like I believe in God, if you do, okay, thank you. If you don't, I respect that you don't. But God is not going to put you through anything that you can't handle. So when I hear somebody say, well, let's get 2020 over with. No, let's walk each day through 2020 so you can learn from the day before and move forward. A lot of the people who say, let's forget 2020, a lot of them are not here no more to say, I wish I was going into 2021. So when you have an opportunity to be blessed and to wake up every morning, think about it. I was blessed to wake up. I can see another day that gives me an opportunity to persevere. Yesterday was today. Yesterday was yesterday. Tomorrow hasn't been here. So what do you have to do? You live for today and you enjoy it.
Okay, that's what's up, J-Man. That's what's up. Hey, D-Love, how you doing? What's going on, Ultimate Streams? What's good with you? Look at Real said we're blessed to be here, and I Real, she just hit me in the back, said she will not be in tonight with us, so which is fine, y'all. She's in the chat, so I'm loving that she's in the chat. But she won't be on. LJ, I haven't got a word back yet from. Like I said, Dale said he just got home, but he will be hopping on. My 2020. Some of the goods for me is me getting up and listening to my son in school, because you really don't get to see your kids in school. They at school, they leave, they come back home. So for me, it was always good for me to wake him to get up, and then for me to hear his teachers and I don't know, my son is weird when it comes to him doing stuff. He can be on his phone. He'll be on his phone, on the tablet, playing a game. And I'll be like, how are you dealing with all of them? But he actually doing all of them. So when he at school, it's the same way. He on his phone, listening to her, which I'm thinking he not. And I'll be like, hey, did you hear what she just said? Did you do this and that? He'd be like, yeah, I did it already. And I'll be like, boy, how? But he be doing it. So for his multitasking, for me, I love it because I get to see him, like I said again, y'all, at work. He's my last child, and I actually, I enjoy that, to see him, in school and doing, his work. It's a little bit different for them because of the homeschooling, but I'd rather have him here with me and I'm knowing what's going on with him than for him to be at school and then something else good. I think after everything changes, I think, we'll be okay as far as going into another year, and hopefully this vaccination and other stuff they got going on, hopefully that changes a lot. We don't know. I'm with J Matt when it comes to the man upstairs. I agree. He only gonna put so much on you that you can bear, and that's usually how I live my life. Anyway, like I said, y'all have heard me many times say I wake up me versus me, and I wake up me versus me, because can't nobody be bold but me. I'm the best me. Regardless, I treat people accordingly. That's why I'm able to do some of the stuff that I do. So as far as good goes, that's some of the goods that I looked at mainly. Like I said, me seeing him going to school, him actually learning, him answering stuff and stuff like that. I'm loving it. Dale, you just hopped in. Miss Gina was. Look, y'all. He just as bad as me.
Man, what type of money did Dale got, man?
No, Dale. No, he got a call. So that's why I said and it's weird because it seemed like it's usually not me. Usually when I go live, nobody usually don't mess with me. I guess they just know I'm live. They don't mess with me. But Dale usually one who go live, y'all. It ain't been too many live shows Dale did where his phone don't ring. So at least once, but it's usually his family member. It's not like somebody from somewhere else. It's usually a family member for him. So which is okay. Those are my goods. Yeah, see, he said my brother. So it's usually something like that. So let me see who else up in here real quick, and then I'm gonna let Dale speak a little bit on his good, and then we're gonna go a little bit bad, and we're gonna go back and forth. So what's up, Tony B? This is much love to DST, Bono, Real. Let me see who else up in here. Yo-Yo in the building. What's up, Yo-Yo? Yo-Yo Hustler and everyone else just came by to show some love and wish everyone a happy new year, new day, and new morning. Appreciate it. I'll take it. And as he said, y'all hit that like button, y'all, while y'all in here. We got Rose. I don't know if Rose coming in here or not. So Rose, which is another DST member, I'm trying to get all DST members in here before I put that link out. Once I put the link out, then it's whoever want to hop on. But like I said, up until then, I'm trying to get everybody that's DST in here first, and then we're going from there, y'all. As far as speaking, what's on our membranes about 2020. Hey, Miss Gail, I didn't see Gail. Oh, there she go.
Who's that?
Miss Gail. What's up, Gail? Gail Lewis. What's up, Taylor Bill? What's good with you? So, like I said, we're gonna get Dale a little bit more. I know he good when he unmute himself. So I know he'll be good after that. So
yeah, look like he's talking on like a 1999. No, that's like 2003 type of phone. What that is? A HTC? Yeah, phone. Look how big those bezels is on that phone, man.
I saw it.
He got what?
A HTC or something, man. That's a throwback phone now, man. What the?
All right, Dale got a Samsung phone, I believe.
Man,
told you. I know what I'm talking about. I said, I know what I'm talking about.
That's the first one they made.
Oh shit!
He got to put out that work phone.
Tech, try to already look. Tech, like I'm gonna talk stuff because I know Dale on the phone.
Oh, bro.
He like I'm throwing jabs. So again, like I said, after Dale get done with his call, then we're gonna let him speak, and then I'm gonna see what he feels about as far as putting the link out there, because we is gonna put the link out, y'all. I'm just trying to figure out when to do it. I just don't want to do it either too fast or until we actually get into actual talking. Because once we start getting to talking, I'm already knowing it's going to get deep, especially when we start really getting into the streaming part of it. And when we getting into like other YouTubers and stuff like that, I know it's going to get a little deep. So I want to make sure that before I go that route and putting links out, I do want to make sure, who's ever on here, is on here, which is cool.
One of the things about 2020, man, is that it really taught you, for most families, it really taught you how to be a unit and to support one another, right? Because, like my kids, bro, the age they at, bro, the young teenagers, college kids, or whatever, two in high school, those are the type of kids that want to know. They want to be with their friends and stuff, and explaining it to them, like, you know what. You come home and your mama get sick. She a nurse. She go to work. She get other people sick. People can die.
Right.
Your grandpa just had surgery and had another toe removed for diabetes. You go around your grandpa, he gets sick. He got a pre-existing condition. He can die.
Right.
Like having that death talk with my kids, man. Like try to get kids to see that it's not about you. You got to look at the bigger picture, man, and I think what I'm saying, as far as like good in 2020, man, I think just being able to have like real talks with my kids, bro, that I wouldn't have never had. I ain't gonna say I would have never had, but I wouldn't have had them as
early.
Well, not early, because I'm very repetitive. You can see when I do my videos, when I talk, I'm very repetitive. I love repeating myself to make sure that you get the point, but I wouldn't have had them as often,
Right.
So I probably would have had it with them in one ear, not the other, but just to reinforce what I said. So spending that time with the family, man, that was good, man. And you know, my opinion, man. I was able to do like a lot of things around the house, things that I've been wanting to do around the house, little remodeling and stuff like that. You know, was able to get the wife another vehicle, get myself another truck. You know, so it has some positive, man.
We had, like I said, then we had a lot of depth going on too. So that right there is the reason why you gotta do a lot of conversation and talking to people, especially when you're losing a lot of people.
Yeah. You know, and one of the great things is that no one in my immediate family caught COVID, man. You know, I had like cousins and stuff like that, but no one like my sister or my nieces or nephews or nothing like that. My mom, my dad, none of my kids, you know, knock on wood, caught COVID. You know, because like people say, oh, let me get it and get it over with. But it just had a young guy that was a congressman here in Louisiana caught COVID, went to the hospital on the 21st, died yesterday.
Real said she need a new bumper, Tech.
She need a new bumper. What that mean?
What you mean with that, man? You talking about what you was doing, what you did about getting a new car and all this and that. So she like, I need a new bumper. My daughter is
from the bumper she got.
Learned so much more than I did 8 years old. So good, but a lot just serious matters. Yeah, and that's the part the part where it is when you got to actually talk to them. But yeah, think about that too. Kids is getting and grasping stuff way faster than what we are anyway. So when you got to have those talks, some of the talks that we having with our kids now, we didn't really have them until they were a little bit older, or you know, different situations. But now with what's going on, so they can actually know why they're not going to school and stuff like that. So
but it's crazy because like the little boy across the street that my son played with, like come ring the doorbell, who want to play with my son, me and the wife having conversation like, I don't know where these people be. I don't know where they go. I know who they, you know what I'm saying? Like something simple as, you know, deciding whether or not he can play with a friend across the street, man, it becomes the whole conversation.
And that's true. Like technology is part of us, and it's good because we didn't have all of the technology that when we grew up we didn't have it. We had it, but not like we have it now. So the way we have it now is way different. Dale looking around, so I think that means he's about to come in.
He about to be it. Get Deli Dell on here, and before he come on, y'all, now he owed me and Bo 10 fire sticks, and he better pay up.
Yeah, I got to send it to you.
That's right.
You want to cash out PayPal?
Hey, Dale, I don't do Cash App.
Hey, I'm about to get ready to cancel Cash App too, man. Cash App be tripping, man.
So we do got Dale in the building. So Dale, we had Miss Gina. She said we should do good. We should end with the good, but the team was like, we'll go back and forth. So we'll do good, bad, and then we'll find some type of way, Miss Gina, to end with good. Knowing us, we'll find a way to end with good. Yeah. But we talked about a little bit of what we liked that was good with 2020. So did you want to talk about anything that you liked about 2020?
2020 was just in general, right? Just in general, right?
Yeah, just in general, what you like good about it?
2020 was a tough year as far as dealing with this pandemic. You know, this crazy man-made disease that they got going on. Other than I mean, it was some good because my Lakers won, and I did give me a nice big steak.
Yep.
But it's really hard to be positive, really, in 2020 due to we lost so many people to an unnecessary disease that was, and then starting off the year. I mean, we just started off wrong with Kobe and that crash, and and it wasn't just Kobe, but to see a baby still, I think that's what hurt it even more. You know.
Right. I heard and that was in there.
Yeah. So I mean, some of the positive is actually people recognizing their gifts. You know, even when they got laid off or they couldn't go to work, people actually, you know, learning other things than just doing their regular job. You know, it's been some people that actually started a business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we got to salute them people, and then we got to salute a lot of the teachers who came out of their bubble, you know, and putting their lives on the line, you know, while people were still sending their kids to school, you know. So I mean, we got some positive, a lot of negative, but you know, but you know, it's some positives. I think we could take out of it.
Right. And before I really speak on the negative, y'all hit that like button up in here. I got like 69 people up in here. I got 35 likes and I got 6 thumbs down. So with the 6 thumbs down, it ain't too much that well, actually, you know what? I actually like the thumbs down sometimes because then it lets me know that I have people in here that don't like me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it because at least you gave me a thumbs down, but you can't tell me in my chat that you don't like me or you don't like the show or you don't like where it's going. I appreciate that. So with that being said, we're gonna talk about some negativities in 2020 as far as streaming, as far as some of the other kind of good stuff that we about to bring up. So GoPro, you like we're not gonna talk about people. Yeah, we're gonna talk about people. We're gonna talk about streaming. We're gonna talk about a whole bunch of it. But you know, it'll be good because I'm quite sure everybody get their chance to vent and get whatever they need to get out their chest and be heard. The people that want to hop on, they more than welcome to hop on in a minute. Like I said, but of course, I want, of course, the team to say their piece, and then we'll individually start bringing people in, and then we'll go from there. Who want to be the first culprit to open their mouth about what they didn't like about 2020?
Let me get a shot. I guess what I didn't like, and you talking about now, we talking into the streaming world, right?
Yeah, we talking about whatever you want to say on your brain.
I would say a lot of misinformation that was out. You know, I think it didn't go well with misinformation. I think sometimes as people who use a platform like YouTube, you know, TikTok, you know, who don't understand it, you know, they don't understand the they don't really understand what it's supposed to be about. And individuals actually come on and they add their 2 cents. They say they're in the streaming community, right? But they add their 2 cents, and it doesn't make sense. So I think the misinformation that was put out there, and let me get very, very specific with one. I think one of the misinformations was when I said I think we should respect everybody's time. Because if we all go on at the same time, what is the end user who comes on and support us all? What do they get out of it?
They don't get nothing out of it because they got to pick and choose, or they got to listen to 2 different shows at one time.
Right.
When you really look at it, they try to look at 2 different shows at the same time when that actually happens.
Yep. So what we had was an individual who knew what they were doing. Actually, we had a couple that we knew exactly what was going on. And all I said was, listen, if we all go on, this is not going to help. This is basically going to split everybody up. There's no way the end person, you know, can learn, you know, because some of the same people follow Bo, some of the same people who follow Bo follow them other guys out there, and they learn a little bit. And I always said, you really don't hear any creators say this. You can learn from everybody. Now, DST, we've been saying this for about 2 years now. You can learn from everybody. But if we all go on at the same time, or if you notice that a guy been going on at the same time, you know, you can step on his toes, his or her toes. And I think what I said, I'm like, if you want to make it a competition, we can make it a competition. But individuals who are not really part of the streaming community, or they just got on the scene, basically hyped it up. And we had people who talked about it, right? We had people who put their 2 cents in, but then when it all said and done, started saying the same thing. And then that's when you heard it say, hey, well, look, we don't want to, let me get off because this is the time slot, such going on. And, you know, we can all learn. I've been on for 2 hours, so I'm going to jump off. Like we heard you always say it, Bo, when you was going on Tuesday evening. All right, guys, you know, I've been on since 7. I'm going to get off because I know, you know, our other brother Steve is going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that got blown out of proportion really when you hear individuals who didn't know what I said. They just heard about what I said.
Right.
Heard about it. And that's when I can tell when people who really understood what I was saying and people who actually heard it from someone else or heard it from a third party. So I think miscommunication was a big key for 2020 in the streaming community.
Big key. Big, y'all. It was huge. Huge. I'm gonna jump on what Dale said a little bit too. I'm gonna jump on a little bit about what he said. And I agree with what he said, because when it comes to, I mean, could I battle with Steve? Yeah, I could have, but my thing is why he been going on at that time. I go on at the time that me and J Mac was going on, and this out of respect, I would always say, hey, you know what? I'm about to get off. I've been on my time slot. You know, go get some teaching from somebody else. Because then again, why put the end user through trying to listen to Steve, trying to listen to me? Only time I think I ever went a little bit longer, unless I just had a show that was just totally way good that I just couldn't get off of it. Other than that, it was always easy for me to get off. For any other person, I would always. But here's the thing, though, y'all. I was brought into the community to look at time slots. You know what I'm saying? Especially with big YouTubers. I'm not going to compete with Dale because he's been in the game. He's more experienced. He got a certain people that's going to come. Now, the twist with that is most of his people that's there watching him, he done sent most of them to me. So then why make them choose between me and Dale? Nah, I ain't got time for that. And then Steven, like I said, the same thing for him. He's been doing it longer than me as well. But now that I'm getting my feet wet, I still shouldn't be like, well, oh, I ain't gonna worry about it. No, I mean, I don't want that going. I don't want you guys going, dang, do I continue to keep watching Bo? His show is getting good. Or dang, if I don't, I'm gonna miss something. I might miss something that Steve might say. I don't think that's fair to y'all. So, or I got to go back and go watch his show, or go back and go, oh, let me go back and go watch the end of the Bo show. No, I don't think that's fair to the end user, especially when you got two good people that actually give up good information.
Right.
And that's the thing. And like Dale said, we have always said, you can learn from whoever. There's people that we didn't like, but we still went over there to go see if we can get something from them.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? We did that all the time. We ain't afraid to say that we still would go over there to see what they pushing out, to see if it's something that we can use on our own channel.
Yup.
We ain't never said that we haven't got something from somebody else. We'll be the first one to say, hey, I was over there and I saw you do such, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We never had a problem with that. But I've never wanted to go back and forth with another YouTuber about slot. So, I mean, if it wasn't my slot, then I go down. And then when you say my slot, my thing is, I don't really want to say my slot. It's just my thing is, I go on Tuesdays. I've always been going on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Whenever anybody have ever known Bo knows to go live, he go live on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They'll have always been live, as far as we know it, on Mondays and Fridays, and on Friday nights on the weekend. Other than that, tech, DVD, they always been pop-up lives. Always been pop-up lives, or either they'll bust you over the head with a video. You got DVD won't bust you over the head with a video, but tech will. DVD just do pop-up lives. Same thing with Steve. Steve was always on Tuesdays. Always. He was always on Tuesdays. Real and LJ was always Wednesday before me. I mean, you got Rojas that goes on Thursdays. I don't know if he's still doing it Thursday, but he was doing Thursday. So certain names when they was on. So it's like, come on. So and then it's like, for Dale, here's the thing that I liked about Dale when that situation happened. He said, okay, I see it. I'm still gonna continue my show. He still continued his show. He didn't really make a big fuss about it. He just said, okay, I see you. I left it at that. And everybody else made it bigger. Like, oh, who do he think he is? He ain't. He was not. He the main one time he got on Jug and this and that. And that's why him and Jug got into it. And when y'all think about it, that's not why him and Jug got into it. Dale told Jug that if you own, don't let me stop you from going on.
Yep.
He said, don't let me stop you from going on. Well, if you want to compete with me, that's on you. But I'm letting you know it's not a good idea because of my statute. But if you choose to say that you want to go on with me, then again, that's up to you. That's up to you. And that's what I got to look at. If I'm going on Mondays and I'm knowing they'll go on Monday at 4, I got to look at like, dang, how many people really going to be over here watching my show? So that's one of the things that I definitely didn't like with the miscommunication. And then when you're trying to compete, and then for the ones that's trying to compete, we don't want to put you on.
Where you at now?
That part.
We don't want to put you on. So, and that's the part that's crazy.
That's the Netflix series. Where are they now?
Yeah, like honestly, I mean, you got to look at it, man. I mean, I'll say that one for another one with another segment. I guess I'll let smoking. J Mac letting it go.
This year. Well, let me take it back just a little bit. How far I go back with YouTube, because I started watching YouTube, trying to learn different things. I'll go back as far as, I can't remember the guy's name. He was a very popular YouTuber. When he came in, all you heard was bottle caps hit the table. Y'all remember who that was?
Joe Nobody.
Joe Nobody. Okay.
Yeah, with the money, right?
Right.
Here you go. Bing, 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 boom, bang.
Come forward. I seen our brother DVD, and he intrigued me the way he did his shows. And then I started seeing little stuff. Then I kept watching YouTube. Ran into Dale. Loved his show. My favorite show is when he did the show about the different meats. That got me, and I don't know if you remember that. It was an old video. He talked about some type of sandwich he made. He had different meats. When I saw that, I kept watching it. Then it comes to how we all formed together. How Dale, Bo, and Real brought us all together. So here we are here forward. So that can tell you I have seen a lot of beefs along the time in YouTube. I've seen beef started over nothing, where it's hearsay, she say, and it really wasn't that, and people just jumped in to make up their own minds and come to defense of somebody they need to come defense to. And then when it comes to this, like this year, it cracks me up. You got them 68 boys talking about they made certain people's channels when they didn't, because all they do is have a fake wrench and try to do something they can't do. We'll leave that alone. Then you come forward and people always say, well, you guys are in it for this, you guys are in it for that. One thing I love about DST, we all help each other, we all learn from each other, and we all teach each other. We don't have to sneak behind each other's backs and say this, and that, We don't have to go to another show and agree with somebody on their show about what happened 2 weeks ago, because it was over with. You don't have to make up situations. You don't have to put like this. When groups came along that I seen after we came along, they formed their groups that look like the current president and his crew. It was just a bunch of people thrown together. Even though I could say there was a couple people in those groups that are doing good things, the main person didn't know how to do nothing. The main person would get on here and be like, oh, hey, Bo, can you show me how this phone works? Do you know what type of phone I have? If you're going to teach somebody, at least before you come on the show, learn how to teach. Go in the mirror, put your product up, do your research, do the specs on it. That way you know. That way when you get on your own show, you know how to run it. You don't need people coming on and say, hey, you'll finally get it, just keep at it.
I think you need to address the comment in the chat, J Mac.
What's the comment?
GoPro Dynasty, so J Mac like the meats.
It's food meats, fool.
I'm just looking out for you, man. I just want to make sure you clear the way.
As soon as I said it, I know it was going to come from GoPro.
I didn't want to make sure you get that cleared up. I'm looking out for you. Bo could have did the same thing, but you know, I'm just saying.
I was gonna get to it, but I mean, I'm glad you got an eye to look down there to go see it. I was gonna make sure he make sure he make it down. I see other YouTubers just hopped in. So if any of the other YouTubers that want to hop on, basically what the show is about is the year in 2020, the good, the bad, the ugly. We as DST, we basically gonna talk about what we like, what we didn't like. We're gonna talk about other YouTubers. We're gonna talk about what's on our chest. We're gonna vent. If y'all other YouTubers feel like y'all want to ask something to say, you're more than welcome to hop on. If you don't want to hop on, you're more than welcome not to hop on either. If you just want to listen, that's fine with us as well.
And I was gonna tell you, let me address, because I see what Supreme Bill said. And see, this look, we never said you can't go and watch anybody's show. The thing that happened was that when the people who you with, that's just like if Lee was live, Jug go live. It wouldn't make any sense, you know. And all we were saying, well, all I was saying is like, listen, I understand, you know, you do your thing, and you can't control when people go live. But the thing I said, you can learn from everyone. Not to say I was saying, hey, you know, this and that. See, people didn't see, if you didn't hear the original video, I said you can learn from everyone. See, because if a person is used to this person going live right at a certain time and used to this person going live at a certain time to get it all, not everybody always go back and can watch an hour or 2 hours of show. I brought up the point because I can care less with anybody go live. One thing, but I said you could get a lot more if we all come to an agreement. Not to say it has to be set in stone, but there was something that jumped off, and the person actually knew what they were doing. All right, it was obvious. They knew what they were doing. It was told they knew what they were doing. So honestly, and like I said I don't care if y'all want to make it a competition. You can make it a competition. But I was saying overall, if Lee go live between at 6 and 7. Dale may go live between 7 and 8:30. I would love to get all the information live from Lee and then go to another, you know, because that's kind of how it was set up. So I'm not saying anybody can do whatever they want to, but it just feel good. And that's why I always said, listen, you can learn from everybody. You can learn from everybody. But in other communities, I saw what was going on. People would be like, hey, look, hey, listen, I'm about to jump off because I'm about to go over here and watch such. The Muck Gang, I think the ones that be doing all that eating and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
They all supported. It wasn't they was like, hey, listen, our guy such about to go on. Hey guys, I'm shutting it down because I'm going over here. Even though this person got good numbers, might be having like 150, 200 people watching. They be like, look, we shutting down because I want to go over here because such been on fire lately. It was just an honor and respect thing, not to say you got to. So that's where I said, listen, if we all go live at the same time, if you got on this particular day, I think it was like 2 or 3 people live at the same time on this day. You know, but again, like Lee say, hey, you know, people can do whatever they want to. Me personally, I just like to I like to go to a live show, and if I can get it right offhand, I can get it, because everybody don't have them type of jobs or they don't have the time where they can go to this channel and listen to 2 hours, go to this channel and listen to an hour, then go to this channel and listen to 3 hours. It just doesn't, it doesn't work like that at all times. So that's all I was saying. But honestly, personally, it is what it is. But I just say, come on, let's come together where we can learn from each other. At the end of the day, it's about the end user, and we learning from each other. That's all I was saying. And people took my content, right? Oh, Dale, who Dale think he is? I'm telling you, we can all learn from each other. You know, and so you know, if we can all learn, I would rather learn. Like, I learned stuff from Lee. I learned stuff from Jug. Now, when they both go live, Lee can have 200 to 300 people in there. Jug may have 30, 40 people in there. But I can learn from both of them, right? But they don't do it at the same time. It was always like Butcher. Butcher go on at like 5 o'clock in the evening.
You're right, on Fridays.
On Friday. And then it was just like, oh man, my favorite show come on at this time. But when you got 2 of your favorite shows that come on at the same time, now you chose to choose. And then at the end of the day, the end user may miss something, because live shows are totally different from a specific video.
Right.
You know, so that's all. I mean, me and Lee saying, I think we're saying the same thing.
Right. And I believe y'all ways too. And you gotta think about it too. To bump heads with somebody is one thing, but to intentionally bump heads with somebody is something totally different. So and that's the reason why we saying what we saying. Lee and like I said, Rojas even addressed it a little bit himself, but that's the biggest thing for us. Don't be in competition with, and you can if you choose, but don't be in competition with me if you getting a lot of your intel from me. You get a lot of stuff from me, and don't try to go against me if you can't win.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it's like you intentionally going, oh, well, Bo is on, let me go on. Oh, Dale is on, let me go on. And I'm going to myself like really? So now when you go on and I go on, why you on? Okay, then what? Then what? I mean, and every time you go on, then I go on behind you, and it's like, well, oh, then you wonder like, well, why my numbers go down? That's the thing you shouldn't want to do. Like I said, we here because we here to say everybody can learn from everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go in contention with Jug when I'm knowing Jug is on. I'm not going to try to go against Lee when I'm knowing Lee is on, or Rojas. If they on, okay, cool. I'll pick another time, or I'll pick another slot when they go off or something. I'm not going to go against them to make the end users choose.
Yeah.
And not intentionally. That's the part that we're saying. It was done intentionally. It wasn't done like, ooh, well, my bad, I ain't know Dale was live. Ooh, my bad, I ain't know J Mac was live or Tech. But it was done intentionally, and that's the part that we didn't like about it. It's like, come on, man, you going live, y'all talking about going live, and then when I say something, then you do a whole video. You do a whole video about it.
And that's what it was. It got taken out of content where a whole video was created. You know, a guy put together a presentation on it. You know, and the thing about it, I'm the one to help get this guy going. You know, and that's the thing about it. And I just think with us guys who've been in it for a little bit, got a little bit of experience, I think it'd be a disservice to have two main parts who really show their face, who really put the product out there, who people rely on to go on. Because now what is going to happen, some people going to go to his or her channel, some people going to go to that channel, and now somebody going to miss something. And that's why I always said, listen, we can learn from each other, you know. And you know, it just got taken out of content, because I say, listen, we can all, why would you do it? And okay, if you want to make it a competition, and it was all about competition.
Right. When it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been, because it was like,
right.
You was a
you was a branch off of my tree.
right.
Rojas didn't teach you. Rojas didn't tell you exactly what to do in the background, really, when we're on the phone for 3 hours. So it was a branch off of my tree, even though we all lost the streaming tree, but this was a branch. This was a local branch that who I helped, you know, expand, and they end up, you know, and that's just how it was. And I said, all right. And that's when you start seeing the split and all of that. So
that was the start. That was the start of the split.
Yeah. So.
What's up, bro? I said, Diggity King, what's good with y'all?
What it do, big bro?
Oh, nothing. Chilling. We talking about good, bad, ugly, what we like, what we didn't like in the new year. So, yeah, that's because you keep you getting. I'm getting the echo from you, Jim. So that's why I'm saying, when you ready to say something, then yeah, unmute yourself. But when Dale or somebody else is talking, then we get the echo. That's one of the reasons why I'm muting you. But when you ready to talk, then yeah, unmute yourself. Talk. I won't mess with your mic. But when Dale talking, I know when Tech is talking, I hear the echo. So that's one of the reasons why I was muting you.
I hear the echo now when you was talking.
Yeah, because J Mac is unmuted. So that's what I'm saying.
I thought that was Dale Head said me.
Huh?
I thought that was Dale Head said me.
What a Rojas. King.
What it do? How you do?
We good. So
my bad. I was muted. I just realized that.
Right.
we talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, huh?
Yeah, we talking about just some of the stuff we liked about 2020, some of the stuff we didn't like. You know, one of the biggest things that I don't like, and one of the things I didn't like, is me coming on here and me having to defend myself when I don't really have to. I don't feel like me. I came into this. I got taught by Dale. I got taught by Rojas. Here's what's funny, y'all. I'm gonna name some of the names of the people I got taught by. And I'm gonna let you know what they taught me. I got taught by Dale. I got taught by Rojas. I got taught by Target. A little bit by Target. I got taught by LJ, Tech, and the last person I got taught by was Real. And the reason why I'm saying their names and what I'm talking about, and then a little bit of DVD. I'm gonna say why. When you on here live, how to conduct yourself, how to deal with people, and then how to stay out of the drama. They all was letting me know, once you be able to do all that, Bo, you good. You know how to keep your nose clean, you good. None of them, I'm gonna say it again, none of them ever said, Bo, don't deal with such and such. None of them never told me that, but they've always said, by the action of people, you will know which route to stay away from. And the reason why I rode with King so long, y'all, is because me and him have never had a issue. We have had an issue, but it's never been an issue to where it's been him getting over on me, or him doing me dirty, or him doing me foul. All the stuff that I hear. Me and him, we've been good, and we've been rocking the way we've been rocking because me and him have been that way. Like I said, there would be no Bo if there is no DVD. I'm gonna say that one more time. There would be no Bo if there is no DVD. I actually jumped on the scene defending his honor, but I defended his honor because I saw the wrong in the whole situation. Don't tell me somebody's doing you wrong, but then you trying to sell me a product. I'm gonna say that again. Don't say that's like Dale going. That's like J Mac telling me, "Oh, Dale is dirty. Don't deal with Dale." But you know what? Hey, you want to buy this from me in a couple of months? Huh? Wait a minute. I thought your main concern was you trying to tell me that Dale is dirty and me to stay away from Dale. Well, why would you then turn around and then try to sell me something? So once that happened, like I said, I fought the good fight with him, and then I knew who Super Dale was. I just didn't know him personally until DVD actually got me in the same conversation and call with him. Once that happened, everything else became me being me. Dale was the one to give me the wings to say, you don't need DVD. You don't need no other YouTuber. You don't need me. You actually have the net to get on here to be able to teach. You have a lot of stuff that you got that you can get on here and you can go here and teach. So from that, y'all, I took it and I started to grasp and I started to learn different people and I started to do different things. What I'm getting into is this. What I'm getting into is who you think you don't have to worry about, you do. What do you mean, Bo? This is what I mean. I actually turned around. I had somebody on my panel. They didn't do no talking too much on my panel, but they was always on my panel. Always on my panel. I didn't have no issues with them at all. Then when it comes to him again, when it comes to DVD, me and J Mac, it wasn't even J Mac at first. It was just me. I told King I was going to help him with a situation because I know he was lacking in something. I told him I was going to help him. Then J Mac was like, Bo, I want to get involved and help you as well. Once we start helping DVD with this situation, y'all, once we start helping him with it, his biggest issue was the issue he been having for years. He been having this same issue for years with this one person. And I'm like, okay. I said, J Mac, since you closer with them, will you talk to them and say, hey, if DVD get out of hand on something, let me and you deal with DVD. That was the agreement, y'all. So everybody's trying to figure out how I fell out with them other two people. This is how I fell out with them. They said to J Mac, and I trust J Mac word that he's never gonna lie to me. J Mac said, Bo, I talked to both of them. It took a little ways for me to talk to both of them, but they said they will not do nothing to King unless they deal with us first. Cool. I said, okay, cool. It went from they didn't say nothing to me, didn't say nothing to J Mac. They went straight in and they started messing with DVD. They going in, trying to mess with his server and all this and that. Okay, so me and J Mac, being who we is, y'all, we went and we tried to get at one of the culprits. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. You sure? If you don't want to talk to us, we're gonna go live about it. Let everybody know what's going on. You can do whatever you want to. I don't care. Oh, you sure you don't care? Oh, no, I don't care. So by him saying he didn't care, me and J Mac went live with it. So for everybody that's trying to figure out, did we try to figure out that situation in the background, y'all? Yes, we did. We tried to handle that situation in the background. But I was upset because you stepped on my toes and you went straight past me to go to DVD when you could have got at me or J Mac, and me and J Mac could have fixed that situation and everything could have been still going the same way it's supposed to been going. It went from that to, oh, Bo and J Mac is mad because we messing with their money. Okay, DVD is on here right now. DVD, when I was helping you, was you paying me?
No.
DVD, when I was helping you get your little content, did you give me anything, or was I just doing it because I wanted to?
You did it because you wanted to, because you're my brother.
Oh, okay. But when everybody else went live about it, it was like, oh, well, Bo and J Mac is mad because we messed up their pockets. Dude, wasn't nobody messing up my money.
Let's get something straight.
I wasn't making no money from DVD. So all y'all think y'all know, I'm letting y'all know now. I wasn't making any money from DVD. I was just helping him. And then it got twisted to, well, Bo got a server with DVD and all other kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh, wow, really? I do? DVD, did I have a server with you? No. Was it, I mean, besides my content, did I have anything to do with your business?
No, you did not.
Oh, okay. So for everybody that really want to know the 100 about it, that's the way it went. But I was more pissed because you stepped on my toes to go past me to go to him when you could have came to me and me and J Mac could have fixed the situation easily.
I'm gonna put it out there like this, since this is the end of 2020 and since I was the big highlight of 2020 next to Corona and next to Kobe Bryant dying in the streaming community, it was always DVD. I'm gonna put it like this: J Mac, Bo, Dale, LJ, you can just say the whole DST. I respect them. At the end of the day, if they come to me and say, hey, we talked to this person, this is how it's going to go down, you don't do nothing, they not going to do nothing. I'm going to sit there, I'm going to fall back, and I'm going to toot my horn and call it a damn day. But no, they didn't like when I played nice. They just wanted to continue messing with me, like they always do. But see, the problem lied in basically, if you're going to come for me, come for me. Don't come for Superdell, and Superdell is way on the other side of the world and has nothing to do with Streamflix. Don't come for, you know, somebody like taking a bathroom all the way in Louisiana, some hot spots, and he ain't got nothing to do with Streamflix. At the end of the day, none of DST have anything to do with Streamflix. DVD owns Streamflix. DVD is owner of Streamflix. And I don't give a care since the law passed now. Yes, I own Streamflix. Hee ha ha. Catching comes before hanging. But like I said before, you didn't get that through your brain. You decided to go do copyright strikes and put everybody's name and everybody's mama. You even can put Jesus' name on it. Jesus ain't got nothing to do with Streamflix. It's just me. Come for me if you want me. Leave other people out of it. That was the problem, Trooper. That was the problem, Urban.
And
At the end of it,
not to cut you off, Dave, but that was the biggest issue for me. The copyright strikes had to come from you because nobody didn't know that I was helping DVD, but YouTube, nobody knew it. And then once the situation happened, then everybody started to know. But again, y'all, it was just me helping them when I wanted to. And quiet as kept, I wasn't really giving them all my content because I knew. I kept telling J Mac, I knew at some point they was gonna go in there and take his stuff, and they did. They went in there, they took it, they shared it. I'm like, I'm not gonna give you my content, and then they taking it. I'm not. I just wasn't. You know, did he change it? His situation? Yeah, he did. I mean, so that's cool. I'm glad he eventually did that. But the lesson that I learned was I can't deal with you on no other level because of what you did, and that goes for both of them. And the reason why I say both of them because my thing is you don't know me like that. So for you to not know me like that, and you put my name on some paperwork, and you don't know me like that, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. And not no threat. Check it. No threat. But let's hope I don't bump into neither one of y'all. Because we can talk big talk, we can do all this and that on YouTube and all this and that. I care less about that. Because to me, that's all it is to me. Y'all would just talk. But my thing is, it's crazy to me that you put me in on something that you gotta, I don't know, either you want to be with DVD or you like him that much. I don't know what's going on with why you so infatuated with DVD. But my thing is, have your art with him because you ain't never had an art with me, but you made an art with me when you put my name on that paperwork. And then you went from putting my name on it to Dale name on it to J Mac name on it to Tech name on it, and it's like, come on, really? I mean, but we being who we are, we didn't make it as big as we should have because we don't trip like that. In a sense, we didn't have all kind of people do all kind of dirty stuff to us. We didn't laugh at half of it.
We laugh at half of it because that's how we get down. And not only we get down, I get on here to the end user. They know how I get down. They know what I'm about. That's why I say that. They know how Dale get down. They know how J Mac get down. They know how Tech get down. But they know how we get down. I don't really have, but I had to defend myself to say, hey, I'm not in it for the money. If that's the case, then my YouTube would be off the charts right now. If it was about the money for me.
Well, Rojas, what you have posted in the chat about Trooper?
Oh, so the comment I was saying about Trooper, and it was going to what Dell was saying, and this isn't a stab at anybody and like nobody at all. And I don't mind saying names or whatever. But what I was saying earlier was you guys got to realize everybody did go to Troop when it came to time frames.
Mm-hmm.
And Troop, I don't know if you want to call it, he was like the key holder or the know-it-all or whatever you want to call it, but he knew everybody's time frame. So when somebody wanted to come in and do a live show, for example, he pretty much directed people to say, hey, these times are good. That way you don't step on so-and-so's times. Now, whatever happened, I like I'll be 100 with you, Del. And I know I called you, I think it was like a month ago, and then I was going to hit you back, but, you know, freaking life and Corona has been stupid this year.
Mhm.
But I did call you. Remember, I called you and I was just checking in to say what's up. You know.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, because I was under the impression on the whole time slot, and this is just me speaking on my behalf,
Mhm.
that when you were saying, hey, this is my time slot, I was thinking like, I've always been on Thursdays at this time, and I think I went on like an hour earlier. I'm like, I don't think Dell goes on that time. I thought you were I thought you were referring your time slot against me, and then I also thought that you were going on a different time slot with Next Level, because him and me were working so close. And then I started to see, and I don't know if, like, again, I'm just taking your guys' word. Like what Bo said, it was unintentional if it ever happened. But there was a couple times that either Bo or Udell went live at the same time I was going. I'm just like, whatever. And what I was saying with the whole thing with Troop, because Troop being the guy that was holding, like, hey, this is what all the time slots were, because whatever beef there is now with Troop or Ken or whoever, the whole thing turned into a whole, I don't know if I want to say DST versus everybody, or if I want to say certain specific people versus certain people. Like, I don't know how to word that, but I felt like, damn, like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. I was just doing my own thing. And then all of a sudden it was almost redirected. Like, dude, they're doing it because you and him and that guy and that guy and that guy. So it's almost, it's right now for me, I'm just like, hey, if it was me, my bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your toes. But I don't know if it was even me to begin with.
It wasn't you to begin with. No, because I don't even recall you ever doing Friday or Mondays.
But last time I checked, wait a minute. Last time I checked, this is the last time I checked. Dale, who run your show?
I mean, I run my show.
Wait. I want to point something out. Who run your show, Dale?
I run myself.
Okay, Bo, who run your show?
Me.
So why Rojas, when you say, oh, everybody's going to Trooper like he's some kind of producer of YouTube about time slots,
No. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that.
He basically saying Trooper is the key, like he said. Trooper's the key to know who's going live at what time. Who's going live at what time, because he's the one. He was usually the one that was on the panel with him.
Okay,
yeah, that's what.
Okay,
that's what he was saying. But as far as you, Rojas, we didn't have an issue with
it wasn't you, Rojas, because I don't remember us ever bumping in. And if we bumped head, it had to be something major going on.
Yeah, something major. But as far as us trying to go against you, us going against you, like I said, we have never had an issue with you. But now, you got to think about it, though, Rojas. For me, if I had an issue with you, I know how to get in contact with you. I can email you. I can call you. I got ways to get in contact with you if I feel like there's a disagreement between me and you. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't. Like I said, for everybody that wants to know, when that happened, do we have an issue with Rojas? No, we didn't. Do we have one with Judge? No, we didn't. Do we have one with Supreme Bills? No, we didn't. So for y'all that really want to know, our and you got to think about it. Here's what's funny. It wasn't even really us that had an art with MS7. It was just for the simple fact we looked back and was listening. We was listening because we were going, because we at first thought maybe we was tripping. But then when they went live again and they did it again, I'm like, oh, okay. So it's intentional. Not only is it intentional, then that's when we start hearing. Oh, so and so go live at this time. So and you never bring up their name. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'll tell you like this, Rojas. Look. If the gentleman, if he was truthful, I'm the one that said, listen, let's get some new voices. I say, because he say, Dale, I really want to do this. I say, well, look, I mean, what you trying to do? You doing it yourself? You starting a group? What you want? He say, I mean, I love, you know, I love to do a group thing because me and I don't forget my man name.
Ivan,
Ian.
He said, "Yeah, me and Ian, we've been talking and stuff." I say, "Man, it would be amazing. It honestly, it'd be refreshing because now you got new voices, up and coming YouTubers and new voices. Because you know, I can do what I do. Rojas, you can do what you do. Members of DST can do what they do. It's the same thing. They know how we roll, but when you got new voices, right?" And so I'm behind the scene, and this is what I'm helping. We are not on Hangouts. We're on the phone, one-on-one. And so I'm telling him, you know, the thing, and that's how the whole MS7 was formed. Because I'm behind, I'm saying, listen, and this is the one rule. This is the one rule I said. I said, listen, because he asked me, he said, well, anybody I should look out for, should I not trust? I say, listen, who I deal with doesn't have anything to do with you. I said, just keep your circle between you and your people. Everybody don't need to be in that circle. Everybody on YouTube don't need to be in the circle. I said, keep it close, keep it tight. So all them other members, when he was giving me the names, I was like, yeah, that's solid. You know, I'm like, yeah, go and do it because we're behind the scenes. And it's just unfortunate that it got out of hand, which we saw it, you know, and it became us versus them. And it shouldn't have became us versus them. It shouldn't have never became that. Somebody got the.
Yeah, it was me.
He got it.
I got it.
It shouldn't have never became us versus them because I'm the one. And see, people don't know what you do in the background, you know. And when I'm trying to mentor, and that's why you'll hear him say, "Hey, Dale was my mentor." You know, Dale put it to me, and I say, listen, if you let everybody in here, it's gonna get out of hand. Just like if you let everybody on your panel, because I learned the hard way. Because when I first started doing live, anybody would come on my panel, so I would try
like this.
I would try to talk about NVIDIA Shield. Next thing you know, we talking about basketball, football. You know, we could never stay on point. So my trials and error, what I was doing, I was saying, look, don't go this route, because if you let any and everybody on your panel, your show is not going to go right. So a lot of things were in the background being suggested. You know, not that I started or anything like that. But I really wanted them to be successful with it. You know, I wanted them to have a footprint and be themselves. You know, and I wasn't looking for any money, anything like that. Some people charge. I even heard a guy say, listen, I charge for my knowledge. And just like I said yesterday, my 3 years of experience, and I'm giving it to you in a whole phone conversation. You know, what took me years to learn, like that, it's like me telling you what mic to get, what this, don't do. Instead of me telling you learn on your own, I'm giving you all my experience and giving it to you for free. And I think that's where the disrespect and the miscommunication and all of that came in, because it was other people who wasn't there from the beginning in your ear. And we seen it on live shows. We can go back to live shows where we heard, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yeah. Who the hell are you? Yes, sir, and so much. And that's where I was like, hold up. So you can read the writing on the wall. We seen what it was, and it was just that you had an individual who allowed another individual in a circle and giving them false accusations and stuff like that. And so it's I never wanted it to be a DST versus anybody. I just believe that I can learn. And I tell you, even the guy who I went at, I don't forget his name, because he don't go as live anymore. But even though when me and him fell out because he used some racial slurs in the background and hangout, I didn't anymore.
Just on demand.
You know, he talked about Hispanics. he you know, he was talking off the chain. That don't still that I could still learn from that guy because I knew he was smart. I didn't say anything on the show, but that don't mean I didn't go over there and see what he had to see what he had to offer.
Right.
And that's what it was, man. I think everything just got blew out a proportion, you know, but it just definitely got whenever I can care because I don't count anyone's money. First of all,
Right.
I do my own, and see that's where I think people misunderstood. Like I do my own thing, you know. Nobody in DST is in a business together. We never been about that. Now, if they do have ventures, I don't know about it because it's none of my business. We're all grown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Real is not going to tell you all her business. Lee is not going to tell you all his business. That's just because it's really nobody's business. Rojas is not going to tell. He going to say, yeah, man, I may have sold a stick, but I'm not going to tell you everything that goes with it. And I think it was a lot of money being counted. Even when I was going live with you know, they was all, why you asking for PayPal? I mean, why you asking for donation? Well, I'm giving out knowledge. What are you giving out? And then you see the same individuals go back and now they add it. So it was like, hold up, you one month you saying why is you asking for donations, but then when I see you go live again, now you got your donation link. So it was a lot of miscommunication. And at the end, I just cared about the end user. And I just wanted to be the best teacher I can be, you know, and learn from all the others. Whether you was big, whether you had 200,000 or you had 3,000, I just believe that I can learn from you.
And some of the end users fake too, man. Like end users be like, let's you know, kumbaya, happy, joy. But man, when the drama go on, bro, y'all running the numbers up. I'm gonna say it again.
That's the truth.
Y'all be like happy, joy. When the drama goes down, y'all running the numbers up. Come on, man, miss me with that.
Right, because we looking, if we ain't looking, somebody's telling us.
Me and Steve used to pretend we were going beef with each other just to see how many people would watch.
I'll tell you this. I know the numbers went up when y'all was talking about chess.
Yeah.
You know, but
that was like a friendly thing. But we was gonna pretend like we had some real drama just to see how many people would watch at one point. But then we just scrapped it.
Yeah, you scared of me. You don't want to see me, and people was really taking it serious.
Yeah,
because they like
even that little playful drama. People were eating it up.
Yeah,
they like that. Here's one thing I'm gonna say with what Yo-Yo said. She said it should have never been a versus. It became a versus. I'm gonna let y'all know when it became when what I feel it really became a versus. When J Mac, being J Mac, he went in on Ken, and by him going in on Ken, it got to the point to where when J Mac went live again, he did it again. So when J Mac did it again, it got to the point to where Ken then turn around and go, "Hey Dale, can you talk to J Mac and tell him to get me to leave me out of it?" And the first thing Dale, you know, from what Dale told us is Dale let it be known, like, you allowing certain stuff to happen on your platform. How you want me to say something to J Mac when you the one who allowing stuff that's going on your platform, when you control your platform? You control that. So if you allowing people to do certain things on your platform and you saying you're not in it, you're making yourself in it because you're allowing stuff to happen on your platform. So and at the end of the day, y'all, J Mac grown. That's like when y'all try to tell me to tell DVD stuff. He grown. So for all y'all that's out there listening and say, "Oh, bold DVD daddy," nah, I ain't close to being his daddy. Trust me, that irritated me to my bone.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know right now.
Daddy. Yeah, okay. That's what I said. When y'all speaking and y'all think we not listening and looking at stuff, dude, we always looking, we listening, or somebody getting at us, let us know what's going on. But beyond that, when Dale said, "I'm not in that."
Yep, and tell him
he said, "I'm not in that," and that's
please tell him again, bro.
Yeah, when he said, "I'm not in that," that's between y'all to figure that out, because it'd be different if J Mac was just picking on you. He not just picking on you. He doing what he doing because of the situation. But I'm not gonna pick no side. I'm not gonna pick J Mac's side. I'm not gonna pick your side. Y'all figure that out. So it went from, oh, well, you can't control your team. Whoa, hold on. At the end of the day, Dale always said that we are our own leaders. We are own leaders. We like I said, I can speak for myself. I don't need Dale. If I was going at Row House, I don't need Dale.
I just noticed Jug's name and it's pointing at me, so it was making me laugh.
Yeah, same here.
So me going that route with it, y'all. So if y'all really don't know where that came in between Dale and Ken is at that point. So what's up, Jug and Supreme? All right, I got y'all both back. Excuse me. How y'all doing?
What's going on? We good?
What's going on?
I was sitting here for mad long, and then all of a sudden I noticed Jug's name, and I was like, "Oh, that bastard!" And I started cracking up. How you knew he was gonna be? What if I move? What if my slot moves? Then you're gonna be insulting somebody else.
Then I just edit the name.
Actually, when you think about it, Supreme, when somebody come in, the next person come in, they're gonna go to the right of Jug. So you still gonna be to the left.
Oh, that's messed up. I gotta leave and come back in. And it's gonna be done like Jug plugs.
And then Jug gonna have to turn it around and go back
the other way.
Or actually, if you think about it, I actually can move Jug. I can move it. Then be somebody else. But I'll let y'all do it.
At some point during the show, everybody's gonna like Jug plugs. We're just gonna move it around quietly.
Man, Jug's silly, man.
Okay.
Well, you should have heard him last night when he was talking. He thought he was like, "I am now blue." So we looked at him like,
"No, I said you can kiss my what?"
He said you can kiss my black. He said, "Oh, I'm about to say you can kiss my black butt."
Yeah.
Wow.
Tex said, "You've been on this panel too long."
Oh wow.
Yeah. I just caught myself.
It almost came out.
That was crazy.
That was everybody just paused. Like
Jug said,
I thought about it, dog. Like maybe him and his wife might be into some, dominating type of stuff. She might have paddled him too long back there.
Oh,
Like
wow.
Jug
This is
plug.
one of them shows that y'all gonna have to say.
he done whooped him so much his butt and turned black.
Hey, but I would like to get y'all more insight for like Rojas, Jug, and Lee, because I think the people know our stance, as far as the DST members. But I mean, it's always good to get some good CC, from other people who pretty much do the same thing we do. Lee is
criticism, y'all.
No, say it, Dale. Constructive.
I can't say that word. I can't say that word.
Constructive criticism.
I can't do it. I'll be struggling on that bad boy. But
hey, but before they talk, I just want to say one thing, because I do want to go back to what Bo said about the whole daddy part. I want to let y'all know this right now. Ain't nobody on this panel can control DVD. So if I did something to somebody and
I
y'all
think
feel
Hustler
like,
is disagreeing with you.
wait,
You got his finger up.
he about to say something. You know what? Be quiet. Be quiet. But for real, because I know a lot of you people out there, oh, well, DVD did this to me, and y'all want to go run and tell everybody. I don't care. And I'm pretty sure everybody on this panel, if I do something to somebody, they don't care. They're going to be like, that's you. That has nothing to do with me. The first rule of business is mind your own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. More or less, especially if you don't know what's going on. And then you gotta think about it, y'all. There's always two sides to a story. Just because you telling me something, there's always another side to that story.
But there's one thing that we need to learn.
But you know what? And I like what you just said. There's always two sides to a story. My thing is this: when we talked about it, and we was like, "Look, we're giving y'all a chance to straighten it out." If we was lying about anything we had said in the past, them two nor that group came and said, "Oh, y'all lying." None of them would step up and say, "Hey, no, you guys are lying. This is what happened." And that's the thing that lets me know that all of them, I ain't gonna say all of them, I'm gonna say them three. Trooper, the other dude, what's his name? Ken, they ignorant. because they got people listening, talking to their ears when they can actually talk for themselves, and they never did that. So if I went after him, because he kept saying, this doesn't affect me. Well, if somebody comes in your house and destroys your house, does that affect you? But yet you're saying since they never did it to you, it doesn't affect you. So that was my problem with them. All three of them can kiss butt. And that's the point. It wasn't about the money. We was helping our brother out. That's the main thing that kept coming out their mouths. Oh, y'all losing money. I don't make money on YouTube. Wasn't making money with Streamflix. So instead of them coming out and say, hey, yeah, we did this. We apologize. We should have talked to y'all. Instead of going after him, y'all didn't. Y'all went around. So your word is put with me. That's my point.
What are you gonna say, Jeff?
Well, I feel one thing that is always being pressed, or more and more, no matter who's doing what type of show, but I see some things are lacking, and it lacks a little bit in a degree from everybody here, including myself. We're not being accountable for our own actions.
Whoa, say it again, Jug. I love that. Say it again, Jug.
We're not being accountable for our own actions. Once I've been watching a guy on YouTube, and it kind of opened my mind, and everybody knows how I feel, and I'm out there, I'm in your face. I
know who he's talking about already.
Yeah. But I sit there, and I've started doing things like when I get up in the morning is I fill my mind with task-driven thoughts where I have a task, I want to accomplish it, and whatever it is, within the hour, within the minute, within the day, and just keep going. So it's leaving the negativity out. So by being accountable for my actions, the things that I say, the things that come out of my mouth, the things that I do on YouTube, the things that I do in person, it's because it is way too easy to do things in cyber world, social media platforms, texting, whatever it is, and not be accountable. We talked a little bit about it last night and things like that, where people do things, like an example is services. When you have services, and if they feel it's going down, they do some things, and they can just walk away from it and start anew. While those who show our faces on here, those who don't show their faces but are brands out here, Streamflix, example, he rarely shows his face, but he's a brand. Even when Troop was on there, rarely showed his face, he was a brand. Like things like that. We need to be held accountable to what we do out here, and no matter how much we try to say that, it seems like it's lacking in a lot of the areas. And I'm hoping for 2021, because we're all more aware of it, is that we focus on that, because we're all going to be diversified. This, not COVID, but YouTube and all the platforms and all the laws that are coming in and all the BS and all the stuff that's happening and the drama teaching us, and we're learning from it, has changed how we have to be on YouTube.
Right.
So, if it's just one of those things as some people may know and may not, I belong to a club, my bike club. And the one main thing that I was told is the patch does not make the man. The man makes the patch. Mm-hmm. Well, you reap what you sow. You're on here. If you are giving services, giving advice, teaching people, learning platforms, income platforms, revenue generation, everything like that, stuff that what you do as a brand and echoes in your content and what you do. And if you veer from that, you need to be held accountable. Mm-hmm. You just need to be held accountable. It's so bad. The drama and Bo, I'm going to get raw. I'm sorry, but the drama fucking sucks.
Big time.
I've had my disagreements with Adele before and stuff like that. And there's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff that, all the way from Supreme Builds to Rojas to Streamflix, DST stuff like that, tech in the bathroom videos and stuff. A lot of stuff I disagree with. A lot of stuff is, but I look at it as it's working for them. Yeah. Why am I disagreeing? I'm not hating on it, but I may disagree, but it's not for me to say why. Because if I'm not doing it, I'm not part of it, and I'm not taking that knowledge to better myself or educate myself or make money from it or do whatever, say that, who gives a shit?
Right.
And I had to learn that. And this drama with Troop and Ken Mullen and all those, it seems like anytime somebody tries to walk away from it, it always gets brought back because they're suffering in one way or another.
That
And
part.
and it's just like whatever it is, it just sucks. And
It's sad though. It's sad because it shouldn't have to go that way. You should be able to be. You got to think about it. For I don't even want to say drama, but for you and Dale to have your disagreement, it came and it went. That's the way it should be. If it's something's gonna happen, it should come and go. And if Dale chose not to mess with you no more, Jug, and vice versa, then so be it. It shouldn't be other stuff going on that transpire. So I totally agree with you, Jug, when you say we get on here, we got a job to do. Let's do our job and then let's get off. All the extra stuff we really don't need. And if you really think about it, we tried for a long time to say, hey, look, we get on here, I'm doing my little spiel, and I'm getting off. You know what I'm saying? But every other little stuff got brought into it. And then when you wasn't involved in something, your name still was being brought up. There's been times when, like this last incident with DVD and the Xbox and the PS5s. I got brought into it. I had nothing to do with it, but I got brought into it. And I'm going to myself like, dude, I got on my channel to announce that what's going on with me in DVD. Cool. Is the other side of the pillow. But other than that, his business is his business, my business is mine, and I leave it at that. Don't add me into anything. And then as soon as it comes out my mouth, y'all add me into it. Oh yeah, let's get Bo in here, dude. I'm not, man. DVD is the first one to tell you. When I heard about the situation through somebody else. Then when I did my research, as I do, I did my research. I talked to DVD. When DVD talked to me and he asked me about it, regardless of however it went, I said to him, D, it makes you look bad no matter how it went. Just give him the money back. From DVD trying to get the money back, it went from the very next day. Bo, look, I tried to give him the money back. He got me blocked. From that, it transferred over. But what's crazy is, here's what's crazy. Y'all got somebody else, like I said, you know how to get in contact with me. Jug, you know how to get in contact with me. So if you know how to get in contact with me, Jug, why you keep reaching out to Dale going, hey, can you tell Bo to call me? Huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You keep going, can you tell Bo to call me? I need to talk to Bo about something. But you know how to get in contact with me. So why are you going to Dale?
But it goes back to what I said in the first place. At the end of the day, that business was between me and that person. And like I said, I didn't bring it to YouTube. He decided he wanted to go yet again, get Urban and Trooper involved and get everybody else involved. Okay, so this is how we're going to play it. Red pill or blue pill. You pick your poison. Now, like Bo sat there and said, man, just get a man his money back. Okay, you know what? I'll listen to you. Because you know what? At the end of the day, you right, because you're going to talk a little bit of sense into me. Okay, Bo, he got me blocked on Cash App. I guess he don't want his money back. So at the end of the day, technically, I didn't get him. At the end of the day, if you really want to look at it, call a spade a spade. If you got me blocked, I'm trying to give you your money back. You got me blocked, I can't give you your money back. What more do you want? So now, since you have me blocked, you want to go and continue and have Trooper and Urban and everybody else talk about it? This is what we're going to do. Until you take down all that stuff, I ain't giving you a damn thing back. And people know I have no filter. I don't care on how it makes me look, because at the end of the day, R. Kelly is in jail for pissing on females. If he comes out with a CD tomorrow, people still going to buy it.
But DVD.
So,
well, you lost me with that one. I ain't gonna lie, you lost me with that one.
Well, and I don't know all the stories and stuff like that, and all the stuff that you guys are talking about, because I just pick up on it here. But be the better person. Let's all. You know what? Here's a challenge for everybody sitting on this panel. Here's a challenge for 2021. For social media, let's do a lot of raids. Those who don't know who raids are, it started off a while back. We used to do it to Steve's show, used to do it to Target show, but Rojas Next Level, they do it all the time. Dabs does it. I mean, like, and Dell used to do it for his show and stuff like that too. Raids. If we go on and we know someone is going on after us, go raid that channel. Remember, we always used to do that. Hey, Bo, Juggernaut sent me. Oh, hey, Juggernaut, Bo sent me.
Right.
Support other channels. Yeah. So let's just plain and simple support other channels. And if people are getting into negative stuff, that's the big challenge. Leave it to them. Leave it to them. I feel what I think about if somebody brings my name into something, or tries to, and it has happened. People have contacted me about other stuff, whatever, and I personally, my no filter as well too. I just say, what am I in fucking high school? I don't pick sides. This isn't a schoolyard brawl. Right. You guys handle your own stuff. Did I lose money? Did I lose friends? Did I lose family? I don't care. It doesn't have anything to do with me, And that's like, and I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be about where we try to say stay in our own lane. As a community, I want us to be able to veer into other people's lanes, to be part of that group, to be part of that community, to be part of that learning structure, that teaching structure, that knowledge base, where my lane is your lane.
Right, but okay. Here's the thing right here. This right here, I don't have a problem with this. I have no problem with supporting another YouTuber. What I have a problem is if you bring your situation to me that I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah,
I'm saying if you looking for some support on something, this and that, I'm cool on that. I have no problem with that. But don't bring your issue to me about another YouTuber, because at the end of the day, I still don't know the whole thing about that whole situation that happened. I'm just getting your story. That's it. Now, of course, I can go to the other person, and of course, I'm gonna get a whole different story. But at the end of the day, who am I? Now, will I try to fix some certain stuff to make sure we good in the community? Because to me, like I said, I love it when the community learn from Dale. I love it when they learn from Rojas. I really love it when they learn from Mr. Bo Knows. But when it's coming from Supreme Bills and Jug, and then you got Tech, you got King, you got J Mac, you got Real, and what's crazy is listen to the names of how many YouTubers that we have that we all can feed off of. It shouldn't point to where it's us against them, huh?
It's a crazy situation in general, because like I feel like this community is the one community that almost never just gets along. There's so many other communities on YouTube that I watch, and these guys do videos together. They guest on each other's channel, do videos like actual uploaded videos, not just they actually film video. I see some people go to the other person's studio and make a video on that. They don't care. It's like, what I mean? Like
but not only that, but they pay each other to do it too.
Well, sure, but that's because they're all bigger already. But they didn't just start doing that when they got big. That's just their mentality. That's how they're doing it. Like they're all looking out for each other. It's like, all right, if I go, let's say I go to Vegas and Bo is going to do a video, and I'm like, hey, I get on your video. That's going to go on your channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't get nothing from that, but so what? What happens if next year Bo comes to New York and I'm going to do a video, and Bo then could get it, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It all comes back one way or another. It's like the old saying in actual life, always be kind and do well to other people. You might not get back what you put into that one person you gave it to, but somebody else is going to give it back to you. What you put in, you get back one way or another. It might not be from who you expect, but you get it back. Right,
from some form or fashion. But you got to think about it though, too. Though I don't have I learned this early with me and Dale was talking before I first started, and he said, "Bo, where you at?" I said, "I'm in Vegas." He said, "Bo, I'm in Detroit. You can't touch me." I'm like, "What?" He like, "Bo, you can't touch me," and I'm still like, "Where's he going with it?" But when at the end of the day, what he's saying is, what I do here in Detroit, you doing whatever you doing there in Vegas. So my biggest thing is me sharing stuff with you. We can't bump heads because we're in two different places. I think with him saying that, with us being here on the platform that we're on, we have to take that same mentality and say, I don't have a problem collabing with Jug, because Jug's still doing what he gonna do. I'm still gonna do whatever I'm gonna do. Same thing with you. You know how many YouTubers then came to Vegas, Supreme Lee, then came to Vegas and said, "Oh, Bo, when I get there, I'm gonna hit you up." Okay, I had two at least text me. Besides DVD not included, but I had two that at least text me. And what's crazy is the two that text me, I only looked for one of them that really I thought that would text me, which was Rojas. Rojas got in, Bo, I'm here in Vegas. Let's link up. I'm like, all right, where you at, Bo? Only thing that was fortunate between me and him, I was actually at work when he was trying to link up with me, so we couldn't link up. And then the second person was
Touchstone.
Who?
Wasn't it Touchstone or
heck, you know, Touchstone can say he gonna link up with me, but never did.
Oh, I know who.
Ali, I got a brain fart. His name is right up to my tongue. Review Door was the one that actually linked up with me and was gonna link up with me and you know, let's do something. J Mac and Dale was a little bit different because of that, you know, situation that happened with us. But it just for the simple fact that you came into my city telling me you gonna link up with me and you never did. No text, no call. Bo, my bad. I rather heard that, because beyond them, I get other people that say, Bo, hook me over the room, and at least they be like, Bo, I was trying to link up, but hey, it's crazy out here. I catch you in the next one. I rather hear that than you not saying nothing to me, and then you get to where you get to and go, oh, well, next time I come out, and then the next time you come out, you still don't link up with me. I'm going, okay, what the issue is? When it shouldn't actually be an issue, because if I go to Detroit and I leave Detroit, but then I'm going, oh, Dale, I was in Detroit, he gonna be like, dang, for real, Bo, you was here and you ain't say nothing?
But I remember when I had missed my flight to DC, and I wound up catching another flight, and I had a layover in Detroit, and Dale was like, man, what time your flight leaves? Like, he was about to come up there to the airport.
Yup.
He about to come up to that. I was like, Dale, I ain't here long, bro. I'm about to go to DC, to the presentation, do this debrief, and then I'm out, bro. But he was about to come to the airport.
Yup. I think he had it wasn't even an hour, was it? Or was
No. It was a short layover. I can't remember how long it was, but you was like, man, that's right up the road, man. You know, be gone.
I was like, I'm about to come out. He was like that.
Hey, you know what? GoPro Donnie made a good point, and I do got to say it. One good thing about 2020 is DVD King replaced the battery on that smoke detector.
Man, that battery's been replaced for a long time. Whatever. Anyway, like I said, that battery's been replaced for a long time. Leave me alone about that.
Yeah, I don't know that battery.
You can't be on my show going.
Hey, Judge.
No.
He was finally able to put the ladders together.
Hey, remember, I think King, I don't care what King say, King was under an alias and he came on my show. And you heard that beep. We heard it. King, is that you? Hey,
alias blown up.
Oh, that's
DVD King. You try to sneak on somebody's show and somebody else.
You know what? The bad part is to this day, remember, I was like, where's that beeping coming from? That must be my smoke detector. I got up and I tore it out of the ceiling, and it's still not replaced because I thought it was mine that was beeping. And then the next show we had,
I remember that show, Jud.
Yeah, and then the next show we have beep. I'm like, where the hell is that coming from? It's DVD.
I think yours was wired, huh, Jug? Yours was wired, hardwired.
It was. Yeah, I grabbed it and I yanked on it. The wires are still hanging there. My wife's like, "You ever gonna fix that?"
Yeah. The wires. Wait, the wires are still hanging.
Yeah, the wires are still hanging. They got a bill for that.
DVD, you got to be accountable for your actions. Tell Jugs you're sorry that you kept that battery out for so long.
You know what, Jug? I'm sorry, Jug. I'm sorry.
We got to hear from the textured beard over there.
Let me ask the panel this question, Bo. 2020, I know for me personally, a lot of people were shell shocked when I actually started selling videos and products. You know, like for me, I told you from day one when I turn on this camera, I'm here to make money. And so when I had a person come on my live, I know you'll remember this, come on my live and was mad because I was selling a video. And they say, I brought the video. I just don't agree with YouTube was selling products or videos or whatever. Now, I don't know if you guys follow him, but there's a guy named Talking Head. Been on YouTube for the longest. That's who I really started following before I became a YouTuber, watching him about how he'll write an ebook or drop a product and make money off of YouTube. So when I came to YouTube, my philosophy was I'm here to make money, not friends, here to make money. If I can give out knowledge along the way, good. So in 2020, my struggle was not people, not subscribers, but other YouTubers coming at me for making money, putting out products or whatever. And one of the people that said they brought the video wound up making $6,000 a month off a $25 video.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that as well. But you gotta here's my question for any of y'all. What show that you had a hiccup on your show? Meaning either you had a problem getting somebody into the show, or one of your guests, something happened with the guest, or you just had a total blooper on your show. Have any of y'all had a blooper on any of y'all shows, and what was the blooper?
Every show I ever done. Every show I ever done.
Every show
I do, something wrong happen.
What about you, J Matt?
The show we did together where we was on for a good 20 minutes and we watched the chat. Watching the chat with people saying, hey, and how y'all doing? And we think we responding to them, but then there's some of the responses like, well, what they doing?
It was streaming.
What they
early,
wasn't it? It was streaming. And we couldn't find out.
Oh man.
They didn't know.
Y'all, hey, for the record, that was J Mac fault. Y'all, J Mac kept going. I'm going, J Mac, we not live. He like, look at so and so that said when I said hi, she said hi back to me. I'm looking, I'm stay looking, and then J Mac stayed talking. Hey, so and so, hey, such and such, and I'm stay looking at the chat. I'm looking, and then LJ go, in the hangouts, Bo, where y'all at? We over here waiting for y'all. I'm like, J Mac talking for a good 20 minutes, y'all, to ourselves. And that's the part that made me laugh. I'm going, really, J Mac? He's like, well, it was moving, so I thought they was talking to us. I'm like, J Mac, really?
Well, whose show was it? Was it yours, Bo, or Dell's, or somebody that couldn't shut it off? It wouldn't end the show.
Oh, it was my show. I think was it my show?
And we just took it over.
Yeah, was it Bo's show? Yeah, we took it over.
Yeah.
No, it was a show that Dale fell asleep on. It was. I think it was
2020.
It was two shows.
We actually took over Bo's show.
Yeah, we took over Bo's show. Bo was having.
He went to go leave, and like it ended it, and he leaves, and it didn't end. He stayed live, and we just kept going.
Yeah, we kept going with it. Yeah, I think that was Bo's show. I think he this was early too. He forgot to end it. I think that.
And then he left. Yeah, and then he closed something. He closed or whatever.
I think he minimized it. Yeah, I think he minimized it and thought it was closed. This was during Bo early StreamYard days.
Yeah, early StreamYard.
Early StreamYard.
And we should thank SuperDell for bringing us StreamYard.
Yeah,
that was great.
Well, he brought it to our idea. He was the first one to bring it to our idea. I think
he brought StreamYard to the forefront. Yeah. Like he done brought everything else to the forefront.
I've learned this. When you come down the bottom of that screen, I'm looking. If you ain't showing no actual who you is, you ain't coming in. Yeah. And I say that because I done had about 2 shows, somebody that came in showing they party.
Hey, Lee. Okay.
And you were talking to them too. So hey, what you got to say? Yeah. And then, the next thing you know.
He came on lead with an icon. Bo let him in. Yeah, my man turned on his camera and it's pointing right at his chin.
Well, I messaged Lee. I messaged Supreme Builds right away. I said, "Oh my God, some guy's cock and balls are on Bo's show."
Yeah,
and he didn't get it right away. I can see he reads it. He gets back. What? Bo showing off is what? No. On Bo's show, somebody like.
Yeah, I was working. I read that fast. I was like, wait, Bo's showing his dick on what? What?
Wait a minute, Lee. The part that was funny was I'm all like, so what you got to say? And
the camera came on.
Oh, you just left him there?
And then it just went.
What? Yeah,
they said, Bo, cut him off.
Yeah, it was one of those like, hey, you want to come on and you want? What's that?
Bo asked to do what he had to say.
Yeah. He said something, all right, man. It was funny.
It was one of those shows where, hey, I'll put the link out if you want to pop in and say, your piece or whatever, and jump out and rotate people through. And I just happened to come on right before that, and I was staying there. And the person, hey, how's it going? And both J-Mac and Bo, I don't recognize the icon. Like, what you got to say? And then J-Mac, Bo, take that off there. We're just laughing. And Bo's like, did I just see what I saw? Yeah, that's right. It was his Bert and Ernie's right there, boy.
Yeah. I'm like, if you don't get those saggy balls up out of here.
that was crazy. Hey, I got to give some love too, man, because Rojas and Next Level, who actually, if you go to it, Husham, the interview with Husham, who actually started this live stuff, man, because wasn't nobody going live, and how he figured out how to go live, I don't know. I did watch that because I wanted to see exactly. I just don't think an hour was enough.
Oh wait, y'all interviewed Husham? I missed that one.
Yeah, man. I think with somebody of that caliber, man, who actually, I was like, man, there's so much. So much we can ask this guy, man. And but of course they got to keep it to like an hour or so like that. But hey, good. That was some good one, man. That was nice. I appreciate that one.
Yeah, I feel like the streaming community is sort of like hip hop. Like you really don't honor the legend.
The legend,
yeah.
And I meant to. I was gonna call Rojas too and be like, hey man, y'all got to get a part 2. But I was stuck at the job because I'm looking like, all right, we about to go there. But I knew they, Rojas and Next Level, they try to do it like an hour, right around an hour. So, but yeah, just to see Husham and what he went through, I really wanted to go deep into it. Like, and I know he probably wanted to go deep because he actually said some names. He did put out some names, and but I knew it was a time limit, and I think if he would have had the time. Yeah, it would have been lit in that one, man. Because I'm quite sure he got a lot that he could put out there on the table.
Man. A lot.
We are bringing him back.
He put
a lot of people on too, bro.
Yeah, he put a lot. He put a lot. I mean, that's where targets come from. That's where targets come from.
That's where all of them come from.
Yeah, Husham is the one that was the pinnacle of the whole starting the live shows of the streaming community, because you had your solo mans and everybody else that was doing videos, but when he did the live shows, he just took it to a whole nother level. And the guest that he will have on there was like, okay, I'm talking about from having I think Metal Kettle's been on there, from all different type of developers.
Yeah,
he had a lot of the good earlier KODI developers on there.
Yeah, so that's showed on how much respect the actual developers have for him to actually hop on his show, because these are people that you never heard, you they work, but you never actually heard their voice.
Yeah,
until they hopped on Husham's live show. So yeah, he started this, and this is the whole point of paying homage and giving people their flowers while they're here, and Husham is one of the people that, they started this. So,
I enjoyed it, man. I just knew you know what? While I was at work, right? I had my headsets on. I'm going in different businesses and everything. I'm like, dude, this guy got too much, man. An hour is not, because I looked at the time, right? I'm like, it's an hour and like 6 minutes. It was something like that, right? I'm like, no, this guy got too much. It's gonna be a lot of things he's not going to get to unless he just come out and just letting them go. But I still thought it was a excellent interview, though. Honestly, I did. I thought it was good. And
I see you covering yourself, Yo-Yo. I got you.
and I think every YouTuber has done something. Have done something. Every YouTuber.
What about this right here? What about this with Solo Man?
But you know what? That guy, when it came to Solo Man, because I learned from Solo Man is who I learned from to get the hustle going, because he gave an idea. He said what he did at night. He said he'd create a bunch of flyers, and at night he'd go to apartment complexes and stuff and put the paper on people's windshields, you know, up under their wipers. And I was like, man, you know, and me and my wife was doing something, and that's what we started doing, and it kind of worked out. But then I had to get up out of there. It was too much work.
Y'all ever see the last video Husham made before he actually left YouTube?
No.
The very last video he made was after his channel got taken down, right?
Yeah.
And then he made another channel, and he made one video on this channel, and he was like, "Hey, it's Husham. I'm back. And I don't care what they did," because, you know, it was Sky that took his channel down.
Oh yeah.
So he said, "Oh, I'm gonna show you guys Sky right now. I'm gonna show it to you guys." And he just walked out his front door and pointed it at the sky. And he went, "Fuck you, Sky," and then he left. That was the last video he made on YouTube.
Man, that guy. I mean, it's just certain guys. You know, Solo Man was man, that cat had Solo Man was the king of followers, though, as far as getting bread, getting money.
Yeah, well, I mean, Solo Man, I was because I mean, I used to be on Husham's live shows a lot too. When he was on, I would go on his shows, and Solo Man was starting to change then, though. Like Solo Man before that was good. Like I liked Solo Man in the beginning. Yeah, but at a certain point, he flipped the script, and I was just like, I can't stand this dude anymore. Like,
started being like a little scam or something.
I don't know.
What do you think?
Starting to be a little scammer.
He was,
hey, we talking real talk tonight, bro.
Wait. Let's really call a spade here. We all know he did the GoFundMe. Okay, but
that's
nobody forced nobody to donate. He did it. He put it out there.
Yeah, look, that's on the users that sent it to him. That's on them. But
yeah, so at the end of the day, can't nobody fault anybody. He put it out there. He did
I mean, he still shouldn't have did that, though.
No, but
the thing about it was this, right? He made a video, and forget about just the dead fish. This was the thing that got me. Remember the video started, and he was like, I woke up in his car. He said I had to sleep in my car because of the hurricane. Then he walks into his kitchen, which is perfectly fine. He's talking about he was sweating his balls off in his car outside. I'm like, bro, your kitchen is fine. Why you didn't put a damn sheet on the floor and sleep in the kitchen?
But wait a minute.
You don't gotta sleep in your car. You're doing this shit just for the video. Like it just looks so bad.
But wait a minute. That he did it for the video. Nobody told anybody yet again to, hey, okay.
I know, but to me, I look at that as anybody that donated to him, that was just dumb on their part. So you're taking advantage of dumb people.
Wait a minute, what's the difference?
If you couldn't figure out, he could have just, like, I still look at it as morally wrong to lie to people to get money. That's morally wrong to tell the lie to get the money.
But wait a minute, hold up. Then what's the difference between that GoFundMe than the Target GoFundMe with the car?
I didn't see that one. What Target GoFundMe with the car?
He did a GoFundMe to buy a new car because he said he sold his car for channels.
Yeah, that was when he had his Camaro, and he sold his Camaro so he could help start the services and stuff and he started a GoFundMe to get a car back.
How much did he get?
He made the money. He made the money to get the car back.
God.
And the person who told me about that he said that's when he stopped watching him and stuff like that was Dabs. Todd told me about that.
Right. So, but yet again, you put it out there. It's on the people to do it themselves. None of us can tell anybody how to spend their money.
I don't agree with you on that one. I don't agree with you on that one, man. Like if you intentionally mislead somebody, bro, just to get their money, bro, you're a scammer, bro.
Yeah, that's how I feel about. Like, I got no problem with like if Tech in the bathroom wants to sell a video with useful information and he wants to do that, that's his thing. You know what I mean? I won't do it because it's not my thing. But I don't knock him for doing it because that's his thing. And it's helping somebody, you know what I'm saying? Then that's fine. But if you're gonna lie to people to get money from them and that you're not giving them anything in return except a lie, that's just wrong. You know?
At the end of the day, I totally agree. Even though you might feel, wait a minute, even though you might feel they should have figured it out before they sent him that money, some of them didn't. Some people just looking at it as he really needed that help. Both of them.
But wait a minute though, you gotta look at it like this. Then they should have learned from the magazine then, because that came before that GoFundMe came.
Oh, the end user should not receive money. But if he didn't make the video, like, you know what I mean? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? You know what I'm saying?
If a bum is on a corner asking for change, and then you see him go hop in a Bentley, you gonna get mad at him because you just gave him $1 and he hopped in a Bentley?
Well, if I needed that $1 and I gave it to him based on that lie, hell yeah, I'm gonna be mad at him. You know what I'm saying?
You got God. You can't get mad at you got God.
But that don't mean you can't be upset about getting got. You can be upset about
DVD. It all depends on YouTube algorithm. I probably didn't see the earlier video. I probably like, oh my God, my man needs to get his outfit.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off, guys, but Bo, thanks for having me on, though, man.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. This was funny to me too. You're welcome, bro. Appreciate you.
Everybody on the panel, you guys have a good night. Happy New Year. Stay safe. I appreciate every single one of you guys. 2021, we gotta support each other.
Yeah,
everyone else be good, my man.
Have a good one, guys.
All right.
This right here was funny to me too. It went left fast.
Oh man, that went down.
It went left fast, and it was crazy because I'm leaving my opinion to myself.
Look me.
So it was crazy because me and D was actually doing pretty good. And DVD was more or less like, Bo, I'm gonna need you to do this interview with me because of the way he talked I think you'll be able to handle him. You know how intelligent he is, and this and that. I think with both of us actually, throwing questions at him, I think we'll be okay. And me, I know a little bit about him, but then I went in and I started studying myself. What make him do, talk crazy to people, this and that. And I'm going, okay. I said, as long as you ain't really trolling them and this and that, he good. He good. That was my key word. As long as y'all not trolling him, he's good.
Didn't he call somebody a B?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Here's the part that's crazy. When they went to the trolling part, it got so bad that it got to the point to where, Bo, you and DVD is wrong for letting them call her a B and y'all a B. Whoa, hold up. What?
That was interesting. I'll tell you that.
But this is the whole point. If you know who the interviewee was, then you know this person's background. You done seen this person's live show. This person has been controversial for a very long time. So you should know at the end of the day, do not come over here trying to press this person's buttons, because if he goes off on his own subscribers calling them dumb, then what do you think he about to do to you and he don't know you and you ain't subscribed to him? What you think he about to do to you over here? Because we can't tell him not to talk to you. We can't tell that man what not to say, because that's a grown man.
Well, it's like all of us can look in the chat to see who's ever saying. Of course, he's going to see it. So yeah. And Jug do it. Dale do it. I do it. When I see my name highlighted, I'm going to address whatever it is I see. So if you addressing me in the wrong way, then yeah, I'm gonna let you. You gotta think about it. I probably did it way differently than the way he did it. But again, I heard Supreme say, The way Tech do his stuff, that's the way he do it. That's his thing. It's not my thing. So I would do mine totally different because that's my thing. So if I went that route, that would be my thing to go at whoever in the chat my own way. But I've known that's how he get down. And it's like, why? I feel like the person that did do what they did, they was intentionally messing with him.
Oh yeah, they was. And it's no knock on that person, but they was intentionally messing with him.
They didn't like him.
You already know me. Wait, you already know me. I gotta say no knock on him because you already know what I did earlier this year or what happened.
Look, if you don't like somebody, if I don't like somebody, then it's no reason for me to go. Now I can go on, you can go and watch, but if you get to talking out of the side of your neck, then that gives that person the right to say what they can want to say too. So at the end of the day, you got to be held accountable. You know, if you disagree with somebody, first of all, if you disagree with it, because when y'all first started the show, y'all say, hey, listen, he's very controversial, you know, all of that. But the individual kept going at him. And because of what he think, at the end of the day, it was all about what he think and what he went through in his life concerning women or you know, black women, colored women. And so the thing about it, if you got a man that, you know, he dated 10 black women and all 10 black women jacked him, stole his wallet, stole his money. This guy's gonna have some type of perception about
that's his new point of life.
Yeah, you know, that's just how it is, and you can't get mad at him. That's his thoughts, and people. And at the end of the day, it is entertainment. You know, who to say this guy even rolled like this? You know, and that's just how it is, man. But I think the individual got caught up and he let loose.
Right, yeah, it wasn't you, Erica. It wasn't you. It wasn't you that he called a B. It was somebody else he called a B. But
he called somebody else a B.
Yeah, he called somebody else a B. It wasn't you, Erica. It was somebody else.
No. She know it wasn't her. Everybody know who the person was. You know, but at the end of the day, like I said, the person was sitting up there poking the bear, trying to, you know, press his buttons.
You don't like black women?
Huh?
You don't like black women?
He got a problem.
He didn't like black women. It's not like he don't like black women.
Put it like
this. I don't know this whole story, but at the stem of it, it sounds like this guy had a problem with certain black women and then just decided he didn't like all black women. Is that what y'all saying?
No.
Well, he listen, he'd kick it with black women, but in certain ways, on the raising, the thought process that made him feel some type of way, you know, and he just gave it. He just viewed his opinion.
Yeah, but it's like this, Sabrina Bills.
But hold up, DVD. But he would have them come on, and he would tell you, "Watch, I guarantee she got 4. Look, she say she got 6 kids. She got 4 different baby daddies. And man, he would bring them on.
Oh man,
yeah. So that's the whole thing. His take on black women. It wasn't all black women. It wasn't all black women. It was the ones that he called the unstable creatures. That's what we're gonna say. The ones that he called unstable creatures, the nappy-headed hooligans, as he used to say, and basically the ones that he said, okay, the ones that you see on the videos acting wild, cussing out in public, the ones that he'll say that, okay, she got 4 different baby daddies, but she's sitting over here talking about on how she's in love, but she can't keep the first baby daddy. Something like that. So he was pointing out the flaws in certain black women. He was pointing out the flaws in certain black women, and a lot of people didn't like that. But that was his opinion, and that was his niche. But he was, and I will give Tommy credit. He will hit the head. He will hit the nail on the head every single time when it came.
What you mean by hit the nail on the head?
Oh, so okay. Prime example.
Sarcastic, DVD. He being sarcastic. Hey, DVD, you thinking of what right now?
I was thinking of it.
Somebody need to mute text my.
But no, it was Yeah, no, but I mean, you got it's the whole point of he even said it. It's not all. He was like, I don't say all. It's just it's the ones that basically that come on. They do videos like he'll see a female. She might be doing a live show on Facebook, but she's sitting over there twerking while her 3-year-old child is in the room.
Yeah,
And he'd be like, these are the parents that are raising our young black kids. These are the mothers that are raising our young black kids. Where's the father at? Where's her father at?
But when D brought it to my attention, even though I know he was controversial, my biggest thing is for me to bring somebody that I'm interviewing and they different, I don't have a problem with that. Because you got to think about it. Me interviewing Jug was different from me. Me interviewing Lee. Me interviewing certain YouTubers was different from me. Even me doing the comedy show, it was different. I'm trying to figure out how diverse I could be on my channel. When Tech doing his diverse on his channel, I like it. When Dale does it on his, I like it. When he bring the shoes on, and so it basically let everybody else know, when you really think about it, that we got other stuff that we can do with this besides just streaming.
Yeah, but like Yo-Yo said, if you can highlight Yo-Yo thing, when she was like that, he's the most disrespectful person that she's ever heard. And unfortunately, it's black women that's the main target, but his main audience is black women.
Yep.
His main audience is black women. It's not males. His main following is black women.
Can I say something too? And a lot of times, it's been plenty of times, because I watched him a lot. I didn't even know DVD was watching him, but I watched him a lot.
I don't even know who he is, so I ain't seen nothing he's done.
Yeah, shit, man. He got his bread. He make his bread. I'll tell you that. But a lot of times he'll have a disagreement, right? He'll say, "Listen, this is how I feel," and women will do a video and tag him in it. They would tag him, so he'll say, "Okay, all right. Well, since you want to tag you, I'm about to put you on the spotlight." And man, he would bring them on live, and it would just. It was bad for him, man. I mean, it was bad for a lot of them. He might have had, out of all of the times I watched him, and I didn't even know DVD had a relationship with the cat. I just watched it because it wasn't nothing else on, and if I wanted a good laugh or something, I just watch it the way he'd go off. But I mean, he's very intelligent. That's the thing about it. Because what did he work at? What did he work at? DVD?
I forgot where he worked at.
He was big. He was already big. I mean,
he was big. Like literally, like he didn't have like people like Judge Joe Brown be on his show. And he didn't have like major people. Like literally, he done went at it with people like Chris Brown. He done went at it with Jay-Z. Like literally, and on Twitter, he done went at it with Jay-Z himself.
Yeah.
Right. For him to even touch me to him to touch my platform, it was still interesting to me because I wanted to pick his head to find out what was going on with him, what's going on, what kind of knowledge he got. I mean, I knew what it was when it came about the women. I get all that, but beyond us even going there, I wanted to actually get more out of the interview, and I couldn't because of it was stopped. You know what I mean? I'm with Dale. If you know that you feel some type of way about this man, and y'all feel like that he feels some type of way about black women, then why even get on to even come at him then? You know what I'm saying? Why even come to the show? That's just how I felt about it. I just wanted to be able to get why he do what he do, why he say what he do. I couldn't get to that part. I couldn't get to it.
And you know what? We didn't get to that part. And I think for 2020, we gonna bring him back.
Oh no!
We'll have to turn on comments or something in the.
we gonna bring him back, and I really do think because we talked about it because he's always wanted a part 2. It's just his schedule didn't really match with my schedule or something like that. But he wants to do a part 2. I'm gonna highlight it, but we are gonna bring him back because it's still things. Because I'm gonna be honest. at the end of the day, the dude is a cool guy. His way of thinking, everything. He's a very, very intelligent man.
Oh, very
intelligent. Very intelligent.
That's all I was trying to get. I was trying to get another side of what I can get out of him, but I couldn't get there. And it was funny because if y'all go back, I still have the video up. If y'all go back, y'all will see I was trying to get that part and I just couldn't get there. I'm like, dude, really? Before I let somebody else speak, Philly Cable Dave, appreciate you. He says, I really appreciate all the YouTube content creators who have their own niche on the panel. I hope it gets better in 2021. We must move a little different with the new situation. Keep it pushing. Now, I love how he said that because when you think about it, every last one of us on here, I totally believe we got our own little niche. We all come with it differently. And I know all of us know how to move differently going into 2021 because of the way they're coming at us with the regulations on YouTube and now with the government. So I'm quite sure we all gonna figure it out because that's all we've been doing anyway. Is trying to figure it out to make sure that we still bringing out content.
This one is a little different though.
Mm-hmm.
That new bill is a little crazy. I'm not even talking about like the felony part of it. Just they gave like total control to any copyright owner.
Thank you.
To at their own discretion sue you for $30,000 if any of their copyrighted material appears in any video you make. Whether it's a story on Instagram, whether it's a YouTube. That's crazy. I was saying to somebody in my Telegram group, like, imagine the vloggers that walk around outside and somebody just and let's say maybe this vlogger talks bad about Sony. He don't like Sony cameras or something, right? And somebody drives by playing a song that's owned by Sony Music Group in their car, and it shows up in his video. They could be like, this dude always trashing us. Let's try to get him for 30 G's because our song appeared in his video and he didn't even play it.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy. It's too far. There's no protection in there at all for the content creator.
It's bigger than just a regular content creator. I mean, you like he said, I mean, Detroit Tigers can be mad. Maybe I'll be like, man, I don't support the Tigers. And who to say they don't come after me because I'm showing their logo? Yeah.
I mean, it's really a weird, there's no discretion in the law whatsoever. There's no clarification.
Nope.
You know, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought about, like, especially the music groups and stuff. You know, there's a lot of YouTube channels. I watch some of them that do like the first time you watch a music video or a song, you get that reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could actually be charged with a felony. If you read the law right, they could get 10 years in jail because even though they don't monetize that video, all those dudes sell merch. So that music group could say the whole purpose of him putting that video up is for people to watch to buy merch. Therefore, it becomes he's using our content to create profit. So that's our owned copyright material. He's using it to try to make profit. I could charge him with a felony, 10 years in jail. So what are those music reaction channels going to do?
Yep. That's what I was trying to tell him. I say, oh, it's bigger than us just watching movies and stuff. Oh, it's bigger than this.
Oh yeah, it's not just about that. It's I mean, anything could happen to. I mean, they basically just left it way too open ended.
Yeah. Now, do I think it's going to court? Do you think somebody gonna challenge it? Because it's too broad. It's not specific. It basically just leave it. You know, it just leaves it wide open. Do you think somebody's going to challenge this to say, hold up now?
I think you'll see challenges when some like trashy suits are brought together. Some people will fight those suits that have the money to fight it. But the problem is most people they're going to hit don't have the money to fight it. You know, because you're trying to fight against, you know, what, Sony Music Group or BMG Music Group.
What's going to happen? It's going to be a beef between Sony and Apple or something like that. And one of them going to try to use that law in the lawsuit. They're going to wind up at the Supreme Court, and then it's going to be settled law. Because it does kind of bump into, like, you know, the copyright laws, the fair doctrine or whatever. Like, I'm just waiting for somebody to use that as a defense and have their ducks in a row and see what the Supreme Court decide.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I think that'll happen. It's just they're going to have to bang the person that's got the money and the time to do that, to take that fight all the way.
And somebody going to jump on it and And when I was explaining it, you know, people was like, "Oh man, no, it's just the movie. It's the people. No, man, this goes bigger than this, man. You got to go look at it and read some. I ain't read all of it, but I read enough of it, and that's why when I did the research on Tom Thrills, man, Tom Thrills is the chairman of the United States Senate jurisdiction. But basically, they run the patent, the trademark, and the copyright. He is the chairman of this, and so you know he got some type of agenda because he's probably
he got them pockets lined.
Right.
That's the only reason any of these laws passed, because that was kind of the loophole. Was the last time these laws kind of existed, there's nothing to do with streaming. They haven't been modified since then. So this adds streaming to that law. The only good thing, like, I can't say it's anything really good about it, but the only sort of saving grace to what's in there is it does specifically kind of state that it has no targeting to end users, at least. You know what I'm saying?
At least that's what they say, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least that's what they say.
And it's not just the 10 years. It's you got to be a multiple offender before you get the 10 years. So
yeah, I think it's like the first time but it's jail right away though. Like they can give you jail the first time, but it's short. I think it's like 1 year, 3 years, then 10 or something like that.
And what that means for those of you that don't have a criminal background, let me educate you. What that means is that when you get to court, you're gonna plea out and you're gonna get either a year or 2 years suspended sentence and pay a fine.
Yeah. Depending on that judge,
I'm sure it's gonna be a big ass fine though.
Well, the fine is different. The fine is different than the suit.
Yeah.
You know,
they can also sue you though. So
yeah.
And they made a blanket $30,000 suit amount. And with a lot of amount they want up to 30,000.
And what a lot of people don't realize also is that this actually is creating a whole different type of court system. They no longer have to bring you to federal court. They're going to bring you to like this arbitration court, which basically is just going to rubber stamp whatever they say.
Yeah,
whatever they say.
I see Thomas's question. He can't veto it. If he wanted to, he could look at it and ask them to modify it. But once it's in, it's in. That's a law.
Oh yeah, he already signed it. What you talking about?
No, he's asking if the new president can veto it when he comes in.
Yeah, he can come in and put his 2 cents, and then he can put his people on it. But I think he got bigger fish. I don't think that's going to be
that's going to be a low on the totem pole for now.
Yeah, for right now. The new administration that's coming in, they got way more. They got a pandemic on their hands, and it's still a lot of people out here.
What a new strain, a new virus.
Oh, they got that mutated strain.
Another strain of it.
Somebody I know it was in Colorado, and then now they just confirmed it was in California too today.
Bro. Yeah.
They say it's a what?
It's a mutated strain of coronavirus that's a lot more contagious.
Yeah, like what, 70% more contagious? Something like that.
Yeah, but not as deadly.
Yeah, it's not quite as deadly as the original one, but it's still more contagious. So it's like, at least so far, it's early. So I don't know.
Yeah, what they said was that it still do the same thing that regular COVID does, but the people have a larger viral load in their nostrils that have this strain. So meaning you can catch it easily. And I tell people, man, people are like, man, let me just go ahead and catch it, get it over with, so I can, I can have immunity. I was like, bro, that's not a lottery you want to win, because you don't know how it's going to impact your body.
Yeah, you can never tell. I mean, look, I lost a really good friend this year and a coworker of mine to COVID, and this dude was 46. He was really strong like an ox, and didn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, so that's a risk, that's a big risk to say, I'll catch it and get it over with. You don't know you're going to get it over with.
Yeah.
My brother's wife caught it, like they were right when it was all coming out. They were in, and I did shows about it. They were stuck in Ecuador, because they went down to Ecuador where my bro has family, and they were there, and they were stuck there 30 days. 30 days because they weren't letting anybody go out, and Trudeau, our premier or whatever, had to put things in place to get them back, and everybody had to seclude for 14 days. On the 12th day, my bro's wife was starting getting sick. She tested positive for COVID. So she regained everything. Like she got through it and all stuff like that. But to this day, still, she can't taste anything.
Damn.
You lose your taste, and it's not like I don't know if anybody on the panel smokes. Like I've when you talk to some smokers, when they quit, they're like, oh, my taste buds I'm tasting things differently and stuff like that. She has zero taste, no matter what you do, sweet, sour, hot, spicy, nothing.
I like food. That's horrible.
Yep.
I saw. I mean, not to make it about a joke, but I saw one that was kind of funny and it kind of cracked me up. Was some woman came out, I think it was on TikTok, and she said, they say one of the symptoms of coronavirus is that you lose your sense of taste. I must have had it my whole life, judging by all my exes.
You ever see that one on TikTok? She goes, that thing is like what he looked like, what my husband looked like after he got hit by the car. And then she pans to him, and he's sitting there looking at her, and she's like, I haven't done it yet. Like for part 2. She's gonna
Honeybee, right? People don't get charged that hard for selling crack. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we got to watch out for is, like they are making a lot of changes in platforms, like in different things. When you look at like Telegram, Telegram is going to be doing monetization. So
when they're going to monetize on Telegram?
Yep, there's going to be ads in Telegram.
Oh, like I thought you meant that us as Telegram users could make monetization.
Well, they're trying to do things about, because they're already adding voice calls, like where you can do group voice, where you can have up to like 1,000 people or something, shit like that, like crazy. In Telegram, you just turn it on and you can make groups and have voice chats and everything. But when I was on a show recently, and we were talking about it and stuff like that, if we did not have monetization or ad revenue for those paying YouTube to put their ads out there in our videos, things like that, we wouldn't have a lot of the guidelines we have. Because, let's say any big ads you see on YouTube, like I don't know how much they pay YouTube, but when they say I don't want my ads on any videos that talk about this or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's so they watch. Algorithms are created. YouTube gets is under the microscope all the time. The same things just start happening to Telegram. That's my thought. And if they start doing that, where if they do,
then Telegram is screwed too.
Telegram is screwed too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's the problem, man. And I'm sure it's everywhere in the world, but definitely in this country. Once you start making some money, everybody wants to start telling you what you can and can't do, and the minute any kind of money is involved, it's like
they make it illegal, and then they bring it back for profit.
Yeah, yep. Basically. I mean, look, they did it to the e-cigs.
Yeah,
they said you can't sell them online. It's their whole thought process on it was, what they try to pass it off as is, kids buy this stuff because it has mango flavor and this flavor and that flavor. I'm like, I was a kid. I smoked cigarettes. They were just menthol. There was no flavors. It didn't matter that it was a flavor. All them kids that are already smoking these things are just going to smoke the menthol or the regular. They're just going to not be as happy doing it, but they're still going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but what happened was, after that, I think it was Philip Morris ended up buying the majority of stock in this company, the Juul. And now they own like more than 50% of Juul. So now that, I bet you, give it a year's time, suddenly there's going to be mango Juuls again and whatever else out there, because now the big tobacco company got their hands in the pocket, which they were the ones that were mad putting all this blocks on the first place, because they were losing their money in their cigarette market.
Yeah. I tell people, like, if you was to look up all right, let me tell you guys. I did a video. I didn't post it because I didn't want to target on my back. I did a video and the title was Donald Trump was right. And basically the video breaks down. You can go to your Secretary of State or just Google, like I Google Louisiana PPP, paycheck protection. And it gives a list of all the people in my community by zip code they got money. Bro, I'm talking about when this was the largest exchange of wealth. I'm talking about businesses that's in the same suite as my business. I know you don't do $800,000 a year. Got $800,000, $3 million, $1 million, 150,000, 200,000, bruh. And now you getting another round, and we sitting back talking about what my $600 at, bro. These people is coming up, and these lawmakers, bro. They own like these payday loan places. They got stock in these banks, bro. They brother-in-laws and stuff have doctors clinics and stuff. All of this money is going to them, their family, their friends, these construction companies. This is like, we're gonna look back at this in the next 20 years. We're gonna look back at this and say, this is when the rich truly got richer. They've been doing it, but this is when the rich truly got richer, bro. Yep. And people became millionaires on this PPP.
It's always been happening for a long time, but it's accelerated so much with this. It's like the fastest rate ever of change of hands of money.
They talking about they don't want to give y'all. I say y'all. They don't want to give us $2,000 because the deficit. But all of this money going to your family and friends. Like, this real talk. Like, this not me just saying it. Look, just Google PPP and for your local state and see who got the money. Because part of the first act was it had to be transparent. And just look and see who got the money in your community and see how much money. And then holler at me later.
Yep.
I was shocked, man. We had gas stations that never shut down that got $1 million.
That's crazy. Well, I don't got a keyboard in front of his keyboard.
Man, I don't know, but hey, you can't ask the man who thinks the world is flat that question.
Oh no!
Hey, you think the earth is flat?
I was going to go. Look, we went from what you say earlier about the thing how YouTube does your videos. Then we went from that algorithms to now the planet is flat.
They'll think that the planet is flat and that people from outer space build the pyramids.
Y'all know he lying on that one.
Now you
hey, Forrest the Flat. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what?
They made some great points.
Man, stop that, man.
Man, just like they said, who was up on that moon when he took off? Who was filming? When you see somebody hit that camera. when you got a guy say, man, I know I got $2 million in this account. If I defame your name, come soon. And when he started naming out the names on that spaceship, and they had the pictures of them as they got older, I don't know. He said, listen, if your picture is up on here and I'm lying, I'm defaming, I'm telling you that your daughter, your mama, your son, they liars.
They'll believe that the moon landing was staged in the studio somewhere.
Well,
we never land on the moon.
Have you ever been up on the moon, or you just let somebody tell you that?
You talking about recently, or you talking about back in the days when I was younger?
When the last time you been to the moon without smoking?
Yeah, I probably was like
without smoking.
Hold on, I probably was like 19 years old and I went to a rave party. I was out of space.
And when was you smoking and drinking? Yeah, you really seen some clouds, right? No, it was interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Bo, is the earth flat? Let's settle this once and for all. Is the earth flat?
Hey, don't put me in the middle of that.
Bo,
you can't say whether or not the earth is flat.
But Bo knows everything, so we gotta whatever he says is the answer.
It's not flat, but I ain't gonna go into all that extra stuff. Don't put me in that.
J Mac,
some of y'all believe ET, don't you? Some of y'all believe ET. Shoot, man. I don't know if it's flat or not, but
man, it literally have pictures of the earth there. It got pictures of the earth from space.
Matter of fact, you got Photoshop, right? Hey, tell me when you hit them enhanced buttons, tell me what you see, because they showed it. They say, hold up. They say Photoshop was around a long time before we can afford it.
Man, he's saying Photoshop been around since Jesus.
I ain't gonna say since Jesus, but it's been around since the 60s.
Man, somebody please tell Dale in the comment section the Earth is not flat.
Hey, listen, I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know what this Earth is.
Dale, have you ever been on a cruise?
Tech, stop.
Hey, have I ever been on a cruise? No, I haven't. No. Yeah, I'm lying. Yes, we had an amusement park here locally, from Detroit to Canada. It was called Boblo. Have you heard of that? Jug, you heard of Boblo?
No.
Yeah, well, it was over in Canada, but we used to get on this big old ship. I ain't bullcrapping, man. It took probably about an hour and a half to get there. It was an amusement park. Go search it up. Search up Boblo, Detroit. And it was Boblo, Boblo. And we used to get on the ship. It was a party on that dang on ship. They had 2 ships. One was called St. Clair, and I don't forget the other one. But it was a party on. If you made that last boat, it was a party on that bad boy, man.
That part right there, I believe what I was taught. So I believe I've been taught it's been around. So
yeah, I mean, if you've been taught, it's hard to go against what you've been.
Boy, y'all wrong for this, boy. Why y'all can't just say the Earth is not flat? Why gotta be all political?
They don't know.
All right. You know what? Hey. To satisfy Tech, the Earth is not flat. Okay, Tech. I mean, I don't know. Nobody knows.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it.
No, fuck it. Ain't nobody else gonna say it. Shit. I mean, damn. And it beats the shit out of me. Don't give a shit.
How the water is staying in place on the round surface. Somebody get a ball.
That's
I
mean.
That is that makes me.
They had it like this. They said, if I go around the world, if I get on the plane, if this is Earth, and I'm on the plane, how the dude did it, right? He said, here's a plane. Around the world. How in the heck that plane gonna be upside down? He say, oh, better yet, if I go like this, when I start, what does it go? And does it go in reverse? Tell me something.
Bro, the Earth spins on the axis.
Okay. That's what they say.
That's what.
Bro, where do you think you get gravity from?
Well, that's the answer to the question of why the water stays where in place is because of gravity. That's the answer to that question.
Why you think bro, we didn't have gravity. So all right. So in order for the Earth to be flat, meaning that we don't spin on the axis, right? Meaning we really don't have gravity, right? So if we don't have gravity, then how in the world our planet stay in line? That means that you would have to say there's no other planets.
Well, it's mighty strange how they took away a planet.
Well, they just got rid of it, but didn't they bring it back?
It was not there.
Saturn or something like that. They said Saturn is not a planet. There. What did they say? Which one of them planets? Not. I grew up. Was it
Pluto? They call it a dwarf planet now.
Pluto.
What call it a dwarf planet now?
Yeah, they said Pluto.
The technology wasn't there, man.
But wait a minute. But when we was going to school, Pluto was a planet, though. When we was going to school, Pluto was a planet.
I just want to know who decided that one of the planets should be named Uranus. Somebody was tripping on some LSD or something one day. I was like,
you know what? It was DVD King, great grandfather. I guaranteed it, man. Yeah, somebody just being silly, like, hey man, you know what? Let's have some fun with this.
Somebody was looking with a telescope and they were like, that looks like an asshole. Hey
Bob, come look at this booty over here. What does it look like to you, Bob?
You're right.
Yep, it looked like Aaron to me, Jim.
Hey, it was my great Uncle Joe. That's what it was.
But I'm just saying, man, when I watched like 8 to 10 videos. I think it was about 10. And they was all bringing this stuff to these scientists, and nobody really had an answer. And then when they asked them about, they say, all right, well, he said, well, who is the neighbor to NASA? And the guy, he was like, he say, isn't Disney right next door to NASA? And it was like, yeah. He say, don't they got that to make you to take the air to make you float and all of that? Like, yeah, you know. But it was interesting. And then when you see the guy, I think it is Armstrong or something like that, right? You see him, right, and then they show the ship, and then you see somebody bump into the camera. The camera went up. It was like this, like as you filming, somebody hit the camera, and you take the camera and put it back on the ship. Right, so the person in the back of the camera put it back on the ship. Well, Armstrong took off. Who in the hell got left on the moon? My man, look, they could not.
What you talking about?
Huh? Go look at the film.
What you talking about, man? They had transmission back then.
You believe that?
Yeah, I believe it. They were broadcasting. We had television. They broadcasting back then, man.
Yeah, and broadcasting back then, who was behind the camera? A human being.
They're broadcasting from Disney.
Yeah, you gotta realize that
The mouse did it. The mouse did it. The mouse
is
did it.
invented by the Army or by NASA. It'd be years before we get that technology. By
Listen.
the time we get that technology, they're ready.
So you saying that
5 years ahead.
you saying that they had a shuttle button, right? And
Call it so. Call it so, yeah.
A shuttle button.
Hey, Daryl,
He said stream. Hey, he said NASA done had streaming for a long time.
They had shuttle
He
button
said
when they were taking pictures, man. Hey, in the little light.
So Armstrong was sitting there with the shuttle in his hand. Snap, snap.
The model of the ship probably was, man.
It was an iPhone 1.
Oh, goodness.
iPhone 1.
Rover never been to Mars.
I know, wait.
No, Rover never been to Mars, right?
I know, Judge. No, it wasn't the iPhone 1. It was the iPhone 00.
It was something.
Yeah.
So
something
Rover never been to Mars? Rover never been to Mars? Rover.
Man, what happened to Rover? When last time you heard from Rover?
I mean, it got disabled.
I took Rover for a walk earlier.
Rover done disappeared. They done stopped talking about Rover and everything. Man.
It got disabled, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Dale. Rover quit like somebody else we know.
Hey, Rover always. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, because we seen Rover in the Transformers, right? You remember that if you go back to the first Transformer, when they ended up on Mars and all of a sudden Starscream or one of them destroyed it?
Yeah.
Oh, I would believe that too, right?
and I add something to break this
Oh yeah,
up
go ahead.
so we can kill the monotony on this world flat stuff. If y'all remember back to some good add-ons,
Say the
I
what?
just have a
Monotony.
He said,
All right.
So yeah,
All right.
to the monotony. If y'all remember some old good add-ons, and I know Supreme Bills does.
that
We
man
ain't
was
talking
better.
about the add-on. We talk about the world flat.
Get the
Wait,
strap.
what was the first one?
Placenta.
Get the strap or placenta.
Oh,
all
What was the first one, J-Mac?
I still remember when Placenta came out. I was just like, who in the hell? Before I knew who it was, I was like, who in
Right,
the hell?
what-
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me get something right. Wait a minute, hold on. We're gonna get something right. We're gonna get something right now. Cause you brought this up before. We're gonna get something right.
J-Mac, what was the first one?
Mine was a play on a 50 Cent show. So somebody, I don't know what was somebody thinking about placenta and what was going on in their mind. Mine was off a 50 Cent show for the whole power thing and everything else, and his whole episode of Get the Strap. So you can't. Mine came off of a show. You now, as far as the person
I don't know,
that
your voice do be high a lot. Your voice do be high a lot, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
You do sound like that a lot.
way up here, bro. Way up here. Holy smoke. Did somebody pinch your nuts?
Breathe.
I think DVD don't want to tell us, but Tevin Campbell, his father.
There's three things you don't mess with: DVD kids, his wife, and his app.
If you do, If you do, you're gonna get the strap.
Oh, you gonna get some.
I just feel like
live on you.
I just
Well,
feel
after
like
placenta, a good one was chocolate salty balls. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that one too.
Yeah, that was crazy.
People just started making crazy names for everything.
Hey, but check it out though. Check it out. And I'm gonna try to. If I go live tomorrow, I'm gonna talk about it because I don't know if I'm gonna go live Friday. Hey man, what I'm figuring out now, you know, I'm a big Plex guy. You know, I'm huge in Plex, right? But I talked to DVD. DVD was like, basically, DVD wanted to call me the N-word and say, dude, you like 20 years late, right? But KODI plays way better. It would play your way better than on Plex, man. And I just started messing with it, man. And I'm talking about no transcoding. I mean, everything starts like that, man.
KODI's a great player. Like, it's just an amazing player. The main thing for Plex is that you could just watch it anywhere. But but like, as far as a player goes, KODI's a way better actual player.
Yes,
than Plex.
You know what? And I wish I can do videos, man, because you know, this was the first time I really I messed with Plex, but this was the first time I really tried to get, you know, and see what was under the hood. And what I found out, I'm like, oh my goodness, man.
You also gotta remember too, when it comes to Plex, is really like what your hardware is. It has a big determination on how that is gonna play out for you. If you get I forgot what I think it's an NVIDIA P2000 is the graphics card. They sell those on Dell.com for like around $400.
Yeah, that's my website.
You could transcode. I think it was something like 27 or 28 1080p videos at the same time off that graphics card. If you put that in your Plex server, you know. So if you got something like that with a nice processor and like an actual legit like hardcore setup, not like just running it off a NAS or something like that, you're gonna wind up with a lot faster playing. Plus, if you know other things too, like all the metadata, you can store that on an SSD and speeds up everything for you. So Plex can run very well, but you really need some good shit to make it run really well.
So I think the question that everybody want to know, who got the biggest Plex on the panel?
Probably Bo.
Yeah, my Plex held.
Bo said no.
My Plex held well. And it's fast. It gets straight to the point.
Hey, man, my Plex is huge.
Look, I turn my Plex on. We're gonna darken the whole room.
I was just about to say that.
Hey, I put it this way, they'll be like, I love watching Bowflex.
In my Plex, I like to get in, do what I got to do, and get out. I'm getting too old to be playing with these Plexes.
J-Max. I feed my Plex Bluetooth.
Damn.
I'm getting too old to be playing with this Plexes.
I feed my Plex Bluetooth. 2 Bluetooths a day keep the Plex away.
Look, see, he need Bluetooth for his Plex. My Plex has all you want to see, from family to kids to drama, wax on, and every other thing in between that you want to watch.
I tell you what, when I turn that Plex on,
the chat saying we going left now. We going left.
Bro, let's turn that Plex on.
Hey, my Plex is bigger than yours.
Hey, I bet you smile when you watching my Plex. I sure like watching Plex.
Yeah. They smile when they watch his Plex, right? But I bet you need one of these after you watch my Plex.
Oh, here we go.
J-Man.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Is it?
Damn, and here I go again. I got no
do you have Supreme Bill? Do you have lotion at your desk?
Lotion?
Yeah. Baby heart lotion.
No.
You jug?
Nope.
Me neither, man. Why y'all got so much Vaseline and
Hey, you know what? I got this though.
that honey?
Wait a minute, did he say that, honey? Wait a minute, did he say that, honey?
Hey, time didn't line. All I gotta do is
Hey, Tech, we know what you do have. You had fire. You had a fire hazard. This cat had plugged into plugs, plugged
into plugs.
Hey, J-Mac. Hey, J-Mac.
Plugs on side of plugs.
Hey, J-Mac. Hey, Tech was doing like that movie Jexy. Plug me in, plug me in, plug me in.
Oh, man. We just knew one day he was going to be like, hey, man. Yeah, man, the back of the crib caught on fire.
For real, fellas, if you need plugs, right here, plugs.
Yeah. Well, hey, no. He had that.
These joints is dope.
Lee, he had that. But he had nice. Plugged into that too.
Oh, that's crazy. You was like daisy chaining these?
Yeah, man.
Hey, you see, he
the
is
neighborhood goes dim when he turns on his system. Boom,
man.
I mess with y'all, bro.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
I got one of those right now.
Yeah,
man, I love these things, man. I never go back to a normal old school power strip again.
Yeah, I like those too. I got mine. I'm using mine actually right now.
Yeah,
I got about 4 of those in my house. So nice.
Yeah. So much neater. You could just tie everything together right there.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Yeah, I got a towel right here.
Yeah, watch this.
I got. Did he say he got a towel?
Yeah, he got a towel.
I was gonna say if you got a towel, you might as well get the Vaseline and put it over there.
I got like
he like it raw. He like it straight, dry, raw. He like it straight, dry, and raw.
Okay. So
well,
wind it down. Yep.
Can't understand what my plex is.
We about to wind it down. I do want to appreciate everybody for coming on. I am going to give everybody a chance to say their goodbyes and shout their channels out so people can go over there and go look at them before we everybody leave. So I do I will do that right now. Miss Mesquite, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for whatever you did. I appreciate you. But I am.
Whoa, no, you hold up, Bo. If Bo come with a smile on his face, you know what it is. Look, he don't have a smile like this. If he do, because Miss Mosquito have you like this. Oh my God. Look at Bo. Look at him. Watch that smile. Watch it.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Boy, she take care of us, boy.
Yeah, if anybody in the community take care of me and Dale, I can't say it's her. She says Happy New Year. Wishing you a healthy and wealthy and happiness in 2021.
What's that W word? What's that W word?
Wishing.
No, the other W.
Wealthy. I can't say by my smile, Dale, he probably the only one know what she sent me. And I can say for 2020, even though we didn't have our ups or downs, when it comes to the end users, we have had plenty end users either asking questions, giving us advice, helping us along our journey. And not to forget, but I do want to say me and Dale had another end user that actually show a lot of love to me and Dale, and we went back and forth with what happened to her because she just ended up coming up missing. But come to find out, she was subscribed to me and Dale's Facebook page, and Dale happened to go to her page.
Yep.
And found out that she passed away. Yep. For us, if you guys follow us, if anything, we very appreciative because at the end of the day, you don't have to do it, but when you do it because of what we do, trust me, we appreciate it. Top, bottom, we appreciate it. And then I always say at the mostly, if I don't forget, I always say without you guys, we don't have a channel. And I'm quite sure all creators feel the same way. You have to have people come see you to actually keep your channel up and running. And like I said, for me, she have touched me. I'm gonna speak for me. She have touched me when I wasn't even expecting it. Not only to not expect it, but sometimes when she do slap me over the head with it, it's right on time. I'm quite sure Dale's the same way. It's weird for me and Dale because me and Dale was giving people as well, and we have tried to give back to her in some form or fashion, but we knowing what she do for me and him is from her heart, because most people do look for something back, and she haven't looked for or asked or hit our emails or anything like that to say, can y'all this and that. She gets whatever she gets from us when we're going live and we feeding you guys right along. So do me and Dale have sponsors? No, but she make us feel like we have one. So I do appreciate you from the top and bottom of my heart. Everybody else that comes in and comment and ask questions, trust me, we appreciate you guys as well. With that being said, Mr. Jug, anything you want to say to these good people before I let them go?
You know,
this cat, man. The mean bug again, Jug. Do the mean bug.
There's not much you can do. 2020 was a life changer for everybody, no matter every aspect of our lives, and we're the lucky ones that we choose to put it out here on YouTube and have fun with it and do things. So I and every content creator appreciate all of you, because like Bo said, if you're not watching us, we lose motivation to continue doing it. So, whether you support or whatever you do. So we're definitely appreciative of that. Check out my channel. It's the Juggernaut channel. You'll see that a lot of my videos I've taken down. I keep saying that because my short battle with YouTube, and I'm not putting them back up. I'm changing, started revamping and changing my channel to follow suit to what has been proven by others and things like that. So, check it out. Show some support. If you like it, you like it. If not, hey, good on you. Make sure to check out. Everybody, do your research. Don't just trust the people that you see in this panel. I do say trust us, but don't just trust us. Do your research, check things out, make your own decisions, and reach out to us if you need advice. That being said, if anybody out there is in any type of need to talk to somebody, to confide in somebody, to vent to somebody, or whatever, needs words of encouragement, reach out to me or anybody on the panel if they choose that they want to put that out there. But speaking for myself, you can reach out to me, because if you want to hear some of my past and things like that, you check out my interview on Bo's channel from quite a while ago, and it details what I'm made of. And I always feel that that's where I come with. Live for today, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. If by chance you're called home by whatever power you hold up high, we're the ones who are left behind. So I want to cherish your memory and celebrate your life. I don't want to remember negative things about you. So, stay clean, stay safe, stay loved, and love, peace, chicken grease.
Hey, appreciate you. His partner in crime, the person who brought him in, showed him love, even though Jug said, I likes Jug Plug. Mr. Supreme, Lee Bills, what's good with you?
What's up, y'all? So I just want to say, closing out 2020, no matter what you've been through, no matter if it's been a terrible year for you, if somehow it was a good year for you, if it was just, if you skated by, whatever the case may be positive, stay positive, go into 2021 more positive, but don't look at it. I see a lot of people looking at it like, I hate 2020. I can't wait till it's over. January 1st still going to be the same as December 31st, y'all. So keep positivity in your mind and your heart. Send that out to other people. And just be kind to people. It goes a long way, especially now. A lot of people are, with being restricted and COVID and people losing jobs and all kinds of stuff. And not even, look, people lose jobs is terrible. Somebody like me, I still have my job, but I'm doing the job of like 3 other people now. So that's stressful to me. And I didn't get no extra money for that.
That part.
You know what I mean? So everybody's got something that's affected by this, in one way, shape, or form. And just, smile at people, be kind to somebody, do something nice for somebody, every day if you can. Just one extra little act of kindness. You don't know what anybody's going through. So, that's what I think. And going into 2021, even though, like I said, the world ain't gonna change overnight. I think that we all should make some form of personal choice to be better as human beings to ourselves first, and then to other people as well. So whatever, look at yourself, look inside yourself and say, what can I be better at? What would make me a better person? And I guarantee you, if you work at that and you do that, you are then going to feel better about yourself, and you'll be able to project that onto other people as well and help them start feeling positive. So on my channel, which is Supreme Builds, I always close my shows by saying stay supreme, and everything that I just described about what everybody should do, that's what that slogan means. It just means, it's not about stay following me or something. It just means live your life in a positive manner, in a wholesome manner, be kind. So stay supreme, y'all. That's all I got to say right now.
Okay, appreciate you. Now, the knucklehead of the crew, Mr. King of the King, David Day. What you got to say to these good people?
I appreciate y'all coming on. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year and leave everything in 2020. In 2020, don't bring no bad drama or anything like that in 2021. Okay. Look out for your loved ones, and it's a new year. Change yourself. Look in the mirror. See what you done did bad before 2021 came in. Don't make the same mistakes. To everybody that's on this panel, I respect you. To everybody that's in the chat, I respect you. Come over to my channel. Come have fun. Come joke. Now, does that mean I'm gonna change? Yeah, I'm gonna change too. All I ask, don't mess with me. I won't mess with you. Please. So you hear it now. In 2021, please don't mess with DVD, and he's not gonna mess with you. Okay? Because the moment y'all mess with me, I'm gonna refer back to this video, and I'm gonna eat through your ass. Thank you.
You done? You done? I guess he's done. With that being said, Tech, what you got to say to these good people before I let them go?
I got popcorn on my shirt. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys for coming out and watching and communicating with us. One of the things, like I always tell people, is if you be focused on your grind, you don't have time to be worried about mine. And that's what I want to encourage people to do in 2021. Man, find you a niche, find you something you love to do, and just stay focused on that. Like a lot of the drama that was talked about tonight, I really didn't know what was going on until it was brought to my attention. I didn't know my name was on paperwork until it was brought to my attention. Why? Because I stay focused on my grind, stay focused on what I'm doing. I literally practice what I preach on Tech in the Bathroom channel. And one of those things that I preach is having multiple lines of income. So when COVID hit, I was good. I lost income or whatever, but I was good because I practice what I preach, man. And I can't stress this enough, man. Pick up a book and read. If reading not your thing, then get like an audio book. There's so much information on how to be successful in these books. People that did it before already left the blueprint, and if it's not like a how-to book, then get one of those motivational books, man. Again, if you read not your thing, get an audio book, because it makes a world of difference if you wake up in the morning with a different mindset. If someone can just motivate you to go the extra step. A lot of people quit right at the threshold of success. You just got to keep pushing. If you're going to be on this earth, man, you just as well to do good and better yourself. So I'm going to say it again. If you be about your grind, you don't have time to be worried about mine. Check out my new channel, guys, Cooking with Gadgets in the Kitchen. That's just another little spinoff of a YouTube channel, just starting out. Made some investments in the channel for like artwork and appliances and stuff like that. So check it out, man. Do some cooking right there. A lot of you guys say you like the cooking. But like I said, man, thank you guys for coming out, and thank you guys for always supporting us.
Okay, appreciate you. Mr. Bios, Daily Deal.
What's up, everyone? 2020 was a very interesting year. This is my thing. I honestly, if you're going to get into it or whatever you get into it, you know, put 100% in it. Again, it's okay to be you. I just ask everyone, if you need assistance, ask for it. If somebody put a charge, you know, it's okay. It's okay to make money online. There's nothing wrong with it. Business, like I'm gonna tell y'all always hear me what my uncle say. Look, family and friendship end where business began. So if I'm giving you advice on how to better yourself, I hope that you use it correctly, because I done made plenty of failures, and my goal is not to have anybody take the same route where I failed. You know, and honestly, it's obvious I don't want you to fail. It was an interesting year. It did make me look at things totally different going forward. It was a lot. You know, it was a lot. Of course, I was in my feelings because, again, when I put my all into it, or when I waste my time to give certain key advice, and people try to use it against you, you know, you're gonna be in some type of feeling. Going forward, I hope that I don't get caught up in it so much. But I'm a very passionate guy. I'm a guy that want to see everybody win, even my enemy. Yeah, I don't hate them. We can't do anything business. We will probably never, even if I was to see you, I would never say anything to you. You know, even if you was approaching me. That's just the person I am, because I just don't believe in disrespecting or crossing a grown man or a grown woman, you know, that way. So 2021, I think it's going to be a better year. I hope the streaming community come together finally. I probably doubt it, but because there's always been, things going on in the streaming community. But for the forefronters, much love, much success. Keep teaching the end users.
Sorry.
Video call for Lee.
My bad, y'all.
Lee said I'm talking too much. So, hey, big salute. And I'll talk to y'all either tomorrow or next year.
Mr. Partner in Crime, what's up, hustler?
What's up? What's up? Hey, just want to thank everybody for coming out. And first, before I go into the spiel, I just want to say to the gentleman who lost his mother, all our prayers are going out to you and your family. Pray. Your mother, no one can tell you anything about your mother but you. Much blessings to you, to your family, and again, condolences. Everything is going to be, I can't say it for you now that everything's going to be okay, but just take one day at a time. Keep her in your memory and your thoughts, because she's always going to be with you, and she's with you right now. So much blessings and prayer to you, bro. For 2020, it was a learning experience. Everything from, let's not even talk about YouTube. Let's just talk about outside. Everything has been an experience through this year. One thing I've learned is that we've all said this in one way or another. You have to learn how to respect each other. So from the people that we know that we've lost, that were close family and friends, to this pandemic, to the people, the nurses, the doctors are trying their best to take care of everybody. If you can, give them a shout out. Just say, hey, I know that nurse that works there. I know that doctor that works there. Just give them a kind shout out and let them know you support what they're trying to do, because it's hard. I know a lot of them here in Columbus, they are going through it because it's just so much on top of so much. So give them a shout out, give them your prayers, and much respect to them. Going into 2021, it's going to be a good year. It's a good year right now. When you have lemons, you make lemonade. You just got to step up your game, however it is. My saying is, look, it's no longer a hustle. It's a hustler's mentality. Love y'all.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And in closing, I want to say I appreciate you guys for coming on. Nothing but love. I agree with us trying to figure out if we can get together and collab or even work. Hopefully in 2021 we actually do something positive with it. I also want to say much love Real Talk from excuse my French, Hell No, from Real, and LJ that's not here. Ms. Rose, I don't know too much of Rose stand, but for her as well. Will, part of the DST. I do want to say I thank DVD. I thank Lee. Who else came on? Jud. I want to thank Rojas for coming on tonight, blessing my panel, giving they good and bad of 2020. I love it when we actually can get on and clap without it being an issue, without it being fussing and fighting. Like J Max said, I learned some things this year. I'm gonna take them into use, and I'm gonna go into them the next year. I will say this in closing: I do every year, and every time I wake up, y'all, me versus me. Hope y'all can do the same thing going into the next year. I agree with Lee. 31 is gonna be just as it is going into one. Y'all have a good night. I see y'all later. We up out this mother.
Did you say 31?
Huh?
You say 31?
I said 31 is just like one. So December the 31st is just like the first. You want me to say it again?
Yeah, once you say it again.
31 is just like one.
Thank
you. Going to 31, going into the first, it's gonna be like him. It's gonna be the same. It's just, I feel like it's just gonna be how you actually run your year. It's you. That's why I say me versus me. You know what I'm saying? I know what it takes for me and what I do for people and how I treat people. I want it back. When I don't get it back, I'm gonna look at you as you mean. So I do not that way. I know how to treat you. Y'all have a good night again, y'all. See y'all next week. Unless something happens, then I might see y'all before then. Other than that, I'm out this mother.